Pete, good evening.
We're live. We're live. Hello, everybody. Pete.
Right.
Pete's been chomping at the bit.
I
Pete's been at the
know.
door. Pete's been at the door like, hello, Pinkman. Right. Let me go over to Instagram and make sure I'm following that one as well.
Okay.
Because otherwise I don't see the comments there. And I always feel like I'm shunning Amish style the people that are in on the Instagram side of things.
Name,
Clicking
good
it, it's
evening.
not doing anything. There it is. Right. I can also now see the Instagram one.
So
There we are. Marvellous.
Ian can see all of you, so everybody has to act right. Or the opposite.
There we go.
Because it's Ian.
I see you. You can act however you want. Good morning, name. Or good evening. No, it's morning for you, I think. Is he East Coast Norway?
No, he's my
Off-White Tim. Off-White Tim is here.
Tim,
Off-White Tim. Oh, we are blessed with royalty. Constantine, hello.
Global.
So excited. I need some coffee. Oh, Constantine. Constantine, I don't think I asked you this when we were sat close enough together to hold hands. Can I call you Connie? I just feel the urge because Interglobal's a lot.
Yeah, you didn't ask him that. I would have remembered you asking him that.
Yeah, I know. Connie sounds intimate. Getting coffee ready.
Maybe you could just call him
How much coffee are you making?
Like Star Trek.
What's that? Sorry, Khan. No, not Khan. I'm not going to call him Khan. I'm not vocally warmed up enough yet to do the proper shout.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I've still got this from the National to look at.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Anyway, hello, Amanda.
Hello, Ian.
The National was so last
Welcome
month.
back.
Yeah, welcome back. Oh, I'll also be back a week. It's been such a hard week because I've not had time to catch up. I feel like a cat going round and round chasing its own tail. It's just been mad this week, and work's been pretty full on. So yeah. So next time, mental note to self: next time you go on a 3-week vacation, allow yourself at least 2 days before you start work again. Don't jump back in with just 1 day. Yeah, it's just been nuts. So anyway, but apart from that, all good. It was a fun time in New Hampshire and Boston. We had fun.
And at the National, I don't think we recapped our National trip.
We haven't recapped the National. No, we'll get there. I know you're chomping at the bit. But I'm going to talk about my vacation a bit more.
Please do.
I bobbed around in lakes in New Hampshire. I got sunburnt in Toronto. What else did I do? I saw Niagara Falls with Tony and Elaine Perner. Got a guided tour of Niagara Falls with them, which was actually really good. So I like Constantine's not actually asking. You can call me Gus. Gus. He did answer. Sorry, my eyes aren't working properly. I've only been awake about 20 minutes. Gus. See, I wouldn't have shortened his name to Gus.
Like, where did that come? How do you get to Gus?
It's like me shortening your name to, I don't know, Kip. Can I call you Kip? I've already got a 3-letter name, so people can.
You can absolutely call me Kip. Will I remember to answer to it? I don't know.
No, you probably won't. It's like if I suddenly started calling your cat Julius or something like that.
Well, cat's his name is Grant.
Grant. You didn't name her after Grant from Upper Deck, did you?
You got like a 50-50 chance of a cat listening to you at any given time, anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. Less than, I think, 50-50 is
awfully
generous. Depends if you're shaking the treat bag in one hand whilst the words come out of your mouth. Can we start telling people that you named your cat after Grant Sandgran from Upper Deck?
We can, except I didn't know Grant from Upper Deck.
Yeah, but no one else knows. What? Oh, fuck, you've just told everyone. Can we seriously start and maintain that rumor?
Absolutely.
Oh, hang on. All right. Gus is now telling us. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Right. Lovely. I get it, I think. Now, did you know, and I know you didn't, so I'm going to tell you this anyway, that in England, the BBC has regional kind of news hubs. Okay, so you have the national news, and then afterwards you have the local news from your part of the country. So the part of country where I am is the east of England. So the local BBC news is called Look East. Okay. In Devon, in the southwest of England, and you've got to remember this was back in the late 70s and 80s, it was called Spotlight. Okay. Now, the team at BBC in Plymouth, who did Spotlight, were very local people from Devon. Okay. They were professional broadcasters, but they were local people from Devon. So one can only imagine that this is where it came from. They had a special character called Gus Honeybun, who was a hand-operated rabbit puppet, and he would hop around behind a cardboard thing. He would do winks like this. They'd make his like that, and he'd do so many winks, or he'd waggle his ear, or he'd do bunny hops, where he'd jump up and down. Yeah, this isn't even close to Henson's Creature Workshop. This is a limited range of movement thing. Anyway, Gus Honeybun used to do Gus Honeybun's Magic Birthdays. So kids, like really young kids, like 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, it was their parents. Used to send in letters saying and birthday cards, and have the person who would normally read the news would have to do this Gus Honeybun stick. Gus Honeybun's Magic Birthdays. It even had its own opening theme, which I'll sing to you in a moment. Yes, you've got that coming up. And this rabbit would say, "Oh, can I have 3 bunny hops?" Or can I press the magic button, which was a piece of balsa wood with a cardboard thing, and then the rabbit would push it somehow, and the lights would go out in the studio, or it would change color or something like that. So it's the most simplistic, pre any kind of technology thing that a local broadcaster would do. The theme tune used to go, "He's the star of TV, just for you and for me, gets his post by the ton. Oh, it's Gus Honeybun." So there we go. So, Constantine, from now on, and that is on YouTube. You can see Gus Honeybun videos on YouTube.
Is this leading up to you are now going to call him Honeybuns?
I'm going to call him Gus Honeybun from now on, because that's my frame of reference for the word Gus. But if I suddenly start saying Gus Honeybun, you'll think it's some weird kind of tight buttocks 70s latex clad gay thing. It's not.
There's no latex.
It could be, but it's still from the 70s. Anyway, Gus Honeybun. There we go. And I will find when there's a bit where you're talking and I can actually drive stuff, I will find the YouTube videos and I will put that in the chat for people.
Welcome everyone who came in mid-song.
Anyway, so yeah, no, I had a great time at the National. Thanks very much. My eyes are watering. This is how exciting that was. My eyes are watering. Bear with me. I can't actually see. I don't know what's going on anymore. Right, come on, Kip. Let's get this sorted. Now, let's go back. Now, National. So someone's asking. I've been called worse, yeah, haven't we all, dear? Pete gets called Peter Pan all the time. Well, put a pin in that. Yeah, but Jake, you didn't grow up in Devon. So, Jake, your BBC regional thing will be called something else. This was a very Devon thing, very southwest. Right. Where are we? Someone asked a question here, and I think it's right. Of all the questions to ask about time at the National, this is the one people need to know. This question, my friends. Off-White Tim asks, curious if Ian had any good eats at the National. Now, Amanda, you've become aware of how urgently I need to get food when I get hungry, and how much I will queue and bitch and moan for food when I get hungry. So we walk around the National, like going
Yeah.
around in circles, like, oh, I've got to find some food. I'm really hungry. Before we do anything else, I need to get some food. And we're walking around the show. It's like, what's going on? Having said that, that chicken kind of panini thing that we had at that lobby thing was pretty good. But generally speaking, in terms of other good eats at the actual National, nah, nah. Good eats in Chicago, yes, yes. We had some good food, didn't we?
Trying to think, yeah. So I had lunch at Gibson's was good, but you didn't make. I don't know where you were. Oh, you were in your. I think you were in the city that day.
Was that Friday?
I think so.
Yeah. Who'd you go there with?
I went with Eugene, Slabstrong Tim,
Oh,
Chad,
nice.
Billy
Oh,
Celio, his
Chad.
sister, Josh.
Bloody hell, loads of people.
That was
So a lot of the
everyone.
people that were out on Wednesday night.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. So we should kind of walk this through slightly. So Wednesday night, so we met and embraced for the first time. After, might have even been slow motion running towards each other, arms
We should have
outstretched.
captured it, but we were
We should have
we were
captured it.
caught up in the moment.
No, no, no. If you're a good content creator, you capture that sort of shit. But no, apparently,
We're not.
well, that's not what we are. No. Um, and
We
we
went
had a
right
mooch
into the
around the
eBay
show.
party.
We had a mooch around the show, and we went to the eBay party. Yes, I've got the coaster. I kept a coaster for it, just up
Oh,
there
I
on the
see
shelf.
it.
There it is. Um, so we had. You see, Gus. Gus is laughing his ass off over there. I'm so gonna send you after this, Gus. I'm gonna send you video links to that. I'm not going to put them in the chat, quite frankly, because I've had to clear the deck and the keyboard is over there, so it's all too much fuss. But for you, I'll send you the videos. Anyway, so yeah, we went to the eBay party. So thank you for swinging me for that, and thank you for swinging it so that they were very laissez-faire about who was on the guest list, actually, because all of a sudden, Greg from Rebel Base Card Podcast, who was with us, became Eugene, and they were like, "Yeah, fine, whatever."
We
And
were
in you go.
fortunate. We were fortunate they didn't check ID.
They didn't check ID, no, and they hopefully they don't watch this, so they tighten it up next time. Not that I'm likely to be able to afford to go next time, but um, so that was on the Wednesday night, and that was good, and we ended up in a dueling pianos bar.
We did. I still have rubber ducks.
Yeah, so does my daughter. You need to explain that one.
So the drinks at this dueling piano bar, we went. The EB party closed down, and shout out Jeremy Allen at Heritage. Let us know that Heritage was over at the dueling piano bar. So we went there, and the drinks they served there, I guess their gimmick is rubber ducks. So the drinks all had these little tiny. I wish I had mine. Rubber ducks.
They're about inch and a half
Yeah.
long. They're
I
small,
think
but
I
they're
ended up with three of
overly
them,
full.
and I meant to post on
Three of
Instagram
them.
that I had all my ducks in a row. And I did
Lovely.
not.
You see, now you've got me thinking. I might. This show's getting more surreal. No, it's not. It's not, Jake. You haven't seen nothing yet. I might do a picture saying, "I don't have a duck." A picture of the duck with the Happy Place cards stickers. Or I truly don't give a duck. How's about that? There we go. But yeah, rubber ducks. Oh, Carlos is here. Carlos is here. Oh dear.
Yeah.
There goes the neighbourhood. So I should go back slightly and say Greg from Rebel Base Card Podcast, Greg McLaughlin, he lives like 20 minutes from the National, and he picked me up from the airport on Tuesday night. It was like, I don't know, God, about 10:30 in the evening local time. So for me, body clock wise, it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm fucked. I'm like barely standing at this point. And dropped myself off at the hotel, and he takes me to this bar somewhere. I fuck knows where it was. And we have pints of gold now, and the only food they're doing is yellow food at that time of night. And what I mean by that is when you order the food and it's all yellow in some form. It's a shade of yellow. It's all fried.
Okay.
There's nothing green on the plate. There's nothing with the vibrancy of nature on the plate. So I think it was waffle fries, some sort of chicken wings that were in a. It said it was garlic sauce, but it was pretty rancid stuff. You could clean your pipes with it. And what else did he pick up? Oh, it was some sort of deep fried Italian meatballs. But I don't know. Anyway, the waffle fries were lovely. The rest of it was a bit touch and go. And then following day, I trotted up to Target. So the regular viewers will know that I went to acquire clothing. So I nailed all that on the first morning. Wandered up to Target. I had a ball. I was in there for about 2 hours. Then Greg came and picked me up. Bless him. And we went for a really nice lunch at Moretti's. And then we went to the National, and then you appeared, and then that's where it starts. So I have to say, on Wednesday I did spend a good hour and a change at the Upper Deck booth. I think it was before you arrived, talking to various guys there, including Jason El Presidente, and that was really cool, actually. Just having time to meet them all and talk to them and get a few bit of insider tips and things like that.
They were all really accessible this show.
They were all really. I didn't expect Jason to spend over an hour with me because he's busy. He was only there for 2 days because then he was going down to Gencom, and he had his daughter with him because she was looking at colleges. And when you look at him, you don't know. You're old enough to have daughter that's going to college, but I guess he is. Apparently he's been at Upper Deck 19 years. 19 years, Amanda. Man and boy, look at that. So yeah, started in the post room. Fun fact. No, it didn't really. But wouldn't it be funny if you
Remy, good evening.
Oh, it says someone over on Instagram. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Let me go to Instagram. Oh, there's loads of people on Instagram. Wampa or Wampa. No, Wampa. Remy. There we go. I don't know who Remy is, but Remy sounds like a good name.
Josh just popped in.
And
You met
then Josh.
Midwest Vintage Cards is Josh.
What Josh that I met at the eBay thing?
Yes.
Lawyer Josh.
And yes, and he is currently out here at the Anaheim show, which is not far from me, which I will hopefully be at tomorrow.
Is that the West Coast Card Show?
Yes.
Oh, Brian Marianelli. That's a great name. That sounds like a pasta sauce. Sorry, Brian. I'm sure you've probably heard that before. Amanda, how do you feel about how quickly I just launch stuff about people like that to make them?
It's just
because
very
I don't have that filter.
We know what Ian's thinking at any given moment.
It's the eyebrows. Anyway, so that was cool. And then Thursday we kind of. What happened on Thursday? I've got no recollection of Thursday.
Okay,
daytime. What did we do?
So Thursday was we had dinner
really
with.
Hungover.
We had the French dinner.
That was in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday date. Did we went around the show on Thursday, didn't we?
We were.
I have no recollection of much of Thursday daytime. Is that the day where I had that chicken panini and made us all wait to walk around the show because I needed lunch?
I think so.
That's
when you're at a 3-day show, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, there we go. Pete.
You don't have to get right. That level of detail.
Yeah, no. That's right. Pete. I met Pete for the first time on Thursday. How could I forget meeting Pete? The day should be written in tattooed ink on my buttocks somewhere. But no.
It
so
should be
having breakfast.
I vividly remember my first time meeting Pete.
Well, yeah.
Because he smelled like eggnog.
That's right. Oh, yes, I remember now, Pete. Right, yes. So Pete had gotten in late, really late, and slept at the airport.
Oh, that's right.
And then pretty much walked from the airport to the hotel alongside freeways without any sidewalk. So Pete had barely slept, couldn't check into his room yet. So I messaged Pete and said, Pete, Your hotel is literally opposite. I mean, it was on the opposite. There was a junction, wasn't there? A crossroads. Your hotel was on one corner. My hotel was there, and Pete's was just opposite. So it's actually quite funny because we had to risk life and limb crossing these roads just to go to each other's hotels. You would have thought they built tunnels under them, but never mind. So Pete manages to make it over. I'm like, Pete, there's free breakfast happening in my hotel because I got free breakfast included in the room. They won't know any different. Come over. So Pete comes over, and before he comes over to my table, he literally takes me up on the word. He goes to the thing, loads up a plate, and then comes down and says hello for the first time. It was, and he's chowing down on all this food. It's really funny. So he got his priorities sorted. We got his priorities sorted, and then so that was cool. And Thursday, I don't remember walking around the show on Thursday. Yes, I do. We sat at the upper deck booth in the afternoon, and Grant had arrived, Grant Sandground, and you were talking to Jean, plus another lady whose name I can't remember.
That was Sarah. She's also on the design team.
Seemed lovely. Yeah. I mean, they're all lovely. And we were umming and ahhing like crazy over the new Goodwin's Champion. So 2025 Goodwin's was released. And that was pretty much the only thing that Upper Deck had cards-wise going on.
Yeah.
The rest of it was all their memorabilia, black box memorabilia stuff, which was fine.
Yeah, I was going to say they did have some hockey. They had the silver packs.
It was yes, but you had to buy stuff at other dealers to get a shot at those. And I actually didn't know that. I don't know where that was communicated, but it was really difficult to. It wasn't even. I don't think it even said at the booth, the Upper Deck booth, did it?
They did. They had like a flyer and a standee, but I do kind of think they rely on people being so regular at these shows and just knowing, like they do that at the expo, they do that at the national. I think they just kind of assume people know that the Rapper Redemption is on, and anyone who's new to it, it's a little confusing.
Okay. So I didn't know it was on. Otherwise, I might have gone in for that, even though because like I said, I'm not a hockey collector necessarily, but I have got my first hockey card that stays in my collection from the show, and I'll show you that when we get to card camp.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Don't get too excited. But they were selling Goodwin's, but an exclusive version of the box that only came at the National. And I think it was about $130 with tax, something like that. And you had an exclusive gold parallel, I believe, that was only in those boxes. And you bought the box I bought because I had an instant buyer's regret from it. So thank you for doing that. But you bought at least two more, did you?
Yeah, I bought one to open, and then I brought two home that are sealed. So maybe we'll open one on a future show.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I mean, see, Pete, I remember it differently. Pete says he said hi to me and then grabbed food. I remember it the other way around. It's funnier remembering it the other way around. It makes a better story. So I'm going to go with that version. But who cares about the truth when there's a better story involved? But yeah, so the Goodwins look good, and there were a group of young lads. So Upper Deck's booth had tables around it that you kind of had to ask to go into. And I think it was for opening products or for them to have little meetings. But if you're opening product,
it's like for their breaker section.
Yeah. So very upset it didn't have an Upper Deck, because I was looking forward to and had said on an episode of the podcast that I still haven't managed to release that was supposed to drop before we went, when I was talking about what was going to happen at the National. I have done the edit, folks. It's ready. I've got the imagery. I just had such a busy Thursday and Friday. I haven't managed to get it up yet. The podcast, that is. Anyway, moving on. So these four young lads gathered round, and they were opening a box of Goodwins, and they were just having a ball. They pulled an exquisite. So there's an exquisite brand in that product, and it was an auto of a female sports star. Not sure who she was, but they were really pleased with it. It was numbered as well. So there's that. Pete, I can't remember what podcast I'm on from day to day. It all blends into one.
I've never opened Goodwin before. That's the first time I had ever opened Goodwin.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one thing that Jason was saying was that over the last couple of years, it's drifted to be a little bit too sports heavy. So
Mm-hmm.
over the next couple of years, they're going to redress that balance, because I think Goodwin's is rather, it's quite similar to Allen and Ginter in that regard, in that
Right.
it's always been a mix, but you can always get like entertainment, like comedians or actors or singers in
Yeah.
there, as well as the sports star. But I
Who did
think,
I get? I got like Flavor Flav or somebody.
oh wow, oh that is quite random. So I think Goodwin's 2025 does start with a big thing around his neck. Um,
Yeah.
they have started with 2025 to. Oh, that's hilarious.
But the design on these is really nice.
That does look cool. That does look cool, actually.
But yeah, I was like,
Um,
okay.
but they do they are starting to switch that back. But I think 2025 is still quite sports heavy. Certainly 2024 is
Yeah.
very, because I've been doing the free packs on daily free packs on ePack,
Oh,
just for
okay.
shits and gigs and to give me something to trade. Um, and I think I've only pulled one person out of about a month's worth who wasn't a sports star that I've never heard of. Because they're a lot of them are like college or Canadian League, or because Upper Deck might not have access to those big players because of the licensing stuff. I mean, Tiger Woods, I've opened one of him. He's an up and coming golfer, but yeah, but it looked good. They were really excited. They pulled a Band of Color Auto
Oh,
Redemption
Band of Color's nice.
for Danny Glover, the actor Danny Glover, and
That's cool.
3 of the 4 of them had no clue who he was.
Wow,
And
really?
I was there, and I was like, guys, you surely you must have seen Lethal Weapon. Again, 3 of the 4 of them were like blank stares. I'm like, and one of them was like, yeah, I've seen it. I was like, dude, this seriously, it's one of the best Christmas movies ever made. Go and watch it. But anyway, so Danny Glover, and then the guy who had seen it was explaining to the other guys like the scene and things like that in the film, and I think they got more excited about it when they kind of learned it was quite an iconic film. Um, so that was cool, and they had some other stuff as well, and I happen to have randomly. Oh, I haven't talked about beginnings. What we did with beginnings the previous day, right? So randomly in my bag, I happen to have the remains of a box of top loaders and some penny sleeves. So I just handed them to them and said, "Look, guys, sleeve up your hits," and they were very appreciative of that. But the previous day on the Wednesday, it was Frank Shapranda had rocked up, who's in MCCW. He was only there that day. He had like a 2-hour drive.
Oh, did
And
he?
he had to be
Oh,
at
that's
work
right,
on
he
the first day, on the
did.
Thursday. So Wednesday was the only day he was there. So Frank Shapranda turned up, um, and Eugene was there, and Greg, myself, you, and we found Marvel Beginnings 2.1 boxes at $40. I think it was David Adams' table or Steel City. I can't remember now. One of them, and so loads of people bought boxes of that, and we just and then it was only a half day on Wednesday, so they were kicking us out. So we went and stood in the foyer, found a random table, and everyone was ripping open these Marvel Beginnings boxes. It was the most hilarious thing. And then some blokes who obviously had samples of products passed by and then gave us these top load and penny sleeves. Amanda, what are you looking at? You're looking very like Joey Tribbiani smelling a fart.
I
There we
was
go.
trying
There
to
we
find
go.
this.
Yeah, there we are. So there we are. That's us all stood there, opening packs. Who's
I
the
thought I
person
had
in the right,
more.
just here? Who's that?
Hmm?
Who's that on the right hand side, just slightly out of shot?
Oh, this is Eugene's friend. I can't remember his name.
Ah, right. Okay. Yes. He was a nice guy. So
Yeah.
that's Eugene with the cap. That's Frank. That's me with my tit foot, and that's Greg Rebel base card. So yeah, and we're having an absolute ball, just ripping open these packs. I mean, it was like a bunch of feral dogs crawling on these boxes, because I think one person decided to open them, and that was it. It was like rip the band-aid off, and everyone was at it.
Yeah.
And everyone kept giving me the fucking Namor cards.
Oh, I think you pulled two though. Like
Yeah,
you
base,
yourself pulled
base.
two.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
Mm. Oh, coffee's empty. That's sad. Right. And yeah, so that was a hoot. So yeah, then Thursday evening we went to that lovely French place for dinner.
Oh,
With some of the guys from Upper Deck, which was very nice.
That was really nice.
That was really nice, and it was so nice to meet Grant as well. And Tony was there. Tony Siriani, is it? Not Siriano. There's the duck. There's the duck.
I knew I had a duck picture somewhere.
You're going through your camera roll, aren't you? I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're prepared. I can't talk and operate machinery at the same time, so I'll do the talking. Any good hits? Oh, Frank had also bought a box of Masterpieces 92 Platinum because he's crazy like that. What did get pulled? I mean, I didn't get a box, but I was, people just giving me stacks from the box and just say, "Oh, open these." And funnily enough, I pulled some of the hits that should have been in other people's packs. Frank got a sketch, a Tuvu sketch, actually.
It was that was a nice
which
one.
he eventually lifted on MCCW. I think he underpriced it, to be fair, because Tuvu goes for a bit more than that. But I think it's sold pretty quickly. I think he had it up at 150, and I was like, oh, I think you could have probably got a bit more than that. So yeah, that was the Beast sketch. It wasn't Mayo, it was Tuvu. But yes. So yeah, that's Wednesday night at the eBay thing.
Yep.
Who's the guy bottom left?
So bottom left is Aaron from eBay.
Oh, that's Aaron from eBay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Justin, Charlie.
Justin's Tim's boss, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
As much as anyone can be.
Yeah, well, yeah. You're not the boss of me. That's Chad, the bald guy. Chad's a lovely guy.
Chad is fantastic.
He's a nice dude. There's
Chad
Tim next to you with an uncharacteristically small hat.
And then this is Alex in the front.
On the bottom right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Charlie and Johnny back there. They both work at PSA.
And I remember talking to them.
They're so nice.
But I don't remember any of the content of the conversation.
So that was definitely my biggest drinking night. Because we sat there for a while.
Well, the rest of the evenings, you were just caressing one drink for the evening.
Yeah, just one drink. Because you when you end up at the tiki bar, you got to pay attention. You can't.
Yeah. See, we're diving in. We're diving ahead, right? Tiki bar. We've got to save that one. So, anyway, what else? I'm just trying to remember what else was hit from that box. Someone got an auto, a creator auto. There were some good numbered hits like Orange Rainbow Bridge, Green Mirror World Power, all those ridiculous names. Oh yeah, it was Wednesday night. It was Billy Celio with his standard outfit. Has Billy Celio got one of those wardrobes where everything's the same?
Yeah, I think he has one. I think he has one red one.
Absolutely hilarious. So no, that was good. And then Friday, I was my non-national day. I went into the city and it was great. I met Dennis Goad, who met me at Union Station. I went to a diner and had coffee, and then he walked, did a bit of a tour guide thing and showed me loads of historical buildings as we walked through. That's Tim at the Tiki Bar.
Well, we call him Pete.
Sorry, Pete. Sorry. It's because I'm talking about something else and you keep throwing up pictures from different things. It's really throwing me. So that was cool. And then I went to the Chicago Art Institute and saw some culture, which was great. Sent my wife a photo of me at the Chicago Art Institute, and she said, "You look shattered," was the first thing she said. I was like, true story. Yeah, Friday, I was really having a hard time on Friday. I was so tired. And then, because I kept waking up at really early in the morning, because jet lag. So I wasn't kind of getting a decent night's sleep, hangover notwithstanding. So that was cool. Did Friday in the city and then came back, and I was all looking forward to having a quiet night with Tim. That didn't happen. Got a text saying, "Oh, do you want to come to the Upper Deck Diamond thing this evening?" I was like, "Yeah." So I had a nap, as you do when you get to a certain age.
We just go
went
nap.
along to that. Yeah. So that was a hoot. Eugene was there as well. Met some collectors. One guy lives in New Hampshire who's got 450,000 hockey cards. 450,000 hockey cards, Amanda.
I
Now
believe
that's
it.
a collection. I said, where do you keep them all? He's like, oh, we haven't, Ken, we haven't got to the Matrix yet. We'll get to that. We're still at the National. Now, on Friday evening, you were somewhere else, weren't you?
Yes. So you got invited to the Upper Deck Diamond celebration dinner. I did not. Not that I feel any kind of way about that Upper Deck. So I
Well,
ended
you
up.
still got invited to this.
I
This is
ended
no
up
small potatoes.
at the PSA set registry dinner, which was ended up being really nice.
Yeah.
So this little guy right here is Jerry Rice, which was, I mean, I don't know
Jerry Rice.
football.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Rice. Now, I remember Jerry Rice from when I first discovered NFL in the 80s, and San Francisco were my team at that point.
So it was really nice. It was a really nice dinner. They gave us these. Of course, I lost mine. I left mine at the tiki bar.
Oh, of course, that's right.
Like you do. But they gave everybody at the dinner. It was kind of cute. They did it like a blind box, like a mystery box. So they gave you a
Yes,
PSA
Rice like
box
49ers, Pete.
that had some packs inside.
Oh, nice.
And if you pulled the Jerry Rice rookie, then you got to go get in line and get his autograph, which was kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Carlos is trolling you.
I know.
Whilst you react to that, I'm going to go and see what's happening in Instagram. Oh, Brian's still rolling in Instagram. Nice one, Brian. Thank you very much. It's funny when I go to Instagram, there's a delay, so your PSA boxes just go on the screen on the Instagram feed. So yeah, it's a weird time delay on that one. Anyway, yeah, it looks like you had a great night, and that's the night that you ended up in a tiki bar for
Yes,
the first time.
Okay, look, so I don't know who these guys are. It was like a group of breakers. And I was so horrified by this, I could not stop staring.
What's the collective noun for a group of breakers?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm 100% they're like cootie bugs after this. So the shark head that you saw Pete posing with had like a bucket inside.
Oh no.
See all these straws?
Yeah.
These guys, this whole group of guys were just drinking out of this thing for I don't know how long.
Okay.
And
but what was in there?
It was some kind of like, I don't know, probably just like a bucket of rum.
No, I had this image of this thing that the waiters put all the leftover bits of drink from all the glasses they collected there.
Eventually these guys left and they left the shark head there. So that's when we ended up.
Oh, it's not permanently attached to the bar. Okay.
No,
right.
because
they brought it with them.
They took the shark head off and then they dumped the container that all those straws were going into, they dumped into like a bucket. And it was gross. It was gross. And I'm certain
sounds like the best way. COVID likes this.
Yeah, they must have all ended up with. I don't know. So I have a lot of pictures of that because I just could not.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see. Wow. So then I took pictures of Pete.
You're like the designated documenter of the evening, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. So then I took.
I've not seen these photos. This is hilarious.
Sorry, you guys. You're gonna have to look at my. So then I got for anyone who follows me on Instagram.
Let's look at Amanda's holiday snaps, folks.
You will have seen these already because then I got my time with the shark head, but I had to get like artsy with it. So I just took.
So this is out of context. I saw this, but I had no idea. But you're always posting photos of sharks on your Instagram, so I thought it was just another National Geographic photo you'd lifted. I didn't know this was tiki bar related.
Yeah,
because there's no photo of you with your arm around the shark head, like.
No, they just left it, and so.
Yeah. Please tell me you've got one where you're just like arm around it, smiling.
No, I should have.
Holiday pose. Yeah, because the thing is, the shark mouth thing, I didn't know what that was until today. Yeah. I mean, literally, you post that shit all the time.
I know.
So, yeah, okay, all right. Let me we interrupt this national stream of photos for a picture of a shark.
Okay, so that must have been the end of the evening because now my pictures are. Oh, no, that wasn't the end of the evening. Hang on.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so this is actually something that everybody might be.
You were out till 4 in the morning or something, weren't you?
Yeah, I was out pretty late every night. Networking. So this was at the Hilton. So normally at these shows, I don't do the trade nights. I just go right to the room. I'm tired. This show, I followed Tim around wherever he went, and I met a lot of people that'll be helpful to me with
Good.
what some of my goals are. And I went to a trade night for the first time. This was the Hilton. This was the bar where we met Grant and Tony.
Oh, it's bonkers. You could barely move. Yeah.
And this was like at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or
So
maybe it was earlier than that. It was like
see,
midnight.
I'm just going to go back. You see, that's the thing. I feel like I'm missing out here because I remember a former co-host of mine talking about goals. You Americans, you like to set your goals, don't you?
Well, I mean,
I didn't know you had goals. And one day you're going to have to tell me what they are. Have you got them listed down? Like with a
okay. Well, I say that because so for anyone who doesn't know, I am strictly the graded gamer now. Like this is my full time
day job.
So I do have, I can't
Bills
just shuffle cards back and forth all day. So like I have things I want to get done. So I met a lot of really interesting people.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
And I just couldn't get over how, like, I can't zoom on this picture, but like all of these like little like stools and the ottomans and like everything, they're just covered with cards.
You can actually bottom right. There's that little plus thing.
I don't think you'll be able to really see it though. Whoa.
Oh yes, you will. Yeah. Look, you can see it.
You kind of can.
But the thing is, when we arrived at like 8 or whatever for the thing, that was 3 times that many people on that little balcony bit. In fact, I was fearing structural collapse of that bit of the building at that point because it was just nuts. But here's the rub: when we were leaving the National one of the evenings, because it was quite an effort to actually leave the place sometimes.
Yeah,
it was so bonkers. It was there were people just setting up and doing it on carpets as well. And wasn't there a horror convention going on in one of the hotels?
There was,
so you ended up with horror convention people
I was so
in
bummed
full
I didn't get to go
cosplay
to that.
mixing with the breakers. And I think that was the hotel that Jason from Upper Deck was staying in because he talks about the fact of being in the lift with Michael from Halloween and things like that, with the elevator music going
Yeah,
and they're both just standing there like waiting for the lift to go down. Anyway, I don't know if that actually happened, by the way. That's how in my head that's what might have happened. That sounds cool. I'm glad you got to meet all those crazy people. And if you're not drinking, you actually remember who they were and remember speaking to them and have possibly got their contact details. So yes, no, I get it. But yeah, wow, okay. I'm amazed you're operational though. Really, honestly, I was so tired most of the show. I was just I
didn't have the traveling you did.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect. I've been to America before. That's the thing, but this was another time zone over, and for some reason this time it just kicked my ass. It really did, and I was waking early. And then the one morning I was going to have a bit of a line, which I think might have been the Saturday. Fucking drilling outside the hotel at 6 in the morning.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that.
Oh God, it was so annoying. I've got photos of the fuckers as well. So I'll be after them. No, I couldn't believe it. But it wasn't a hotel doing it. It was just like the next lot over. Someone decided they were going to replace a bit of pavement and start drilling, doing pneumatic drill stuff. But it was actually the sawing bit, where they saw through the concrete and they've got that massive saw thing and they're doing that. That was the thing that started me off. I was awake by that point, and then the pneumatic drill started. I was like, oh, you're kidding.
See, I'm glad that people on Instagram realize, John, I do love my sharks. I guess I must post sharks more than I realize. Johnny,
there's you like your sharks, yeah. And there's no shade, if you like it.
Let's see, what else I have pictures of?
Carlos.
I have pictures of the Upper Deck booth, which probably everyone's already seen.
Yeah, that was good. What else? Yeah, so Saturday was the last day I was at the show. and we were only there till what time were we there? What were we there till? About 3, maybe on Saturday. Oh yeah, what was that thing?
On Saturday, what was Saturday?
Saturday was the day that we went over to Dennis's gaff.
Okay, so this
Yeah,
tiki is Saturday.
yeah, because you went back there on Saturday evening. So Saturday day was the last day I was at the National, and it was busy. But by that point, I was kind of used to it because the Thursday was busy. So Saturday just felt like another layer of busy. But it was busy. It was absolutely heaving. And Pete and I just wandered around for ages looking at stuff. And one thing I will say is that on the Thursday and the Saturday, there were loads of people that I didn't know were going to be there that just randomly messaged and said, "Oh yeah, I'm at the National," or posted
Yeah.
on MCCW, "I'm at the National." So I met Dinu, who's in MCCW.
And you met
Frank,
Johnny, who's chatting on Instagram right now.
did I meet? Hang on, let me have a look at Instagram. Johnny,
You met Johnny?
Did Johnny?
Yes, at the eBay party.
Sorry, remind me. At the eBay party.
He
Which
was in
one
the
was Johnny
picture with
again?
us.
Remind me.
All right.
Yes. Johnny, where do you work?
Johnny works at PSA. Wait, am I
Right,
allowed
so
to say
he's one
that?
of the guys I was talking to at PSA. Right, I remember talking to you guys. I've no recollection of what we talked about because I was really tired and I was a little bit tipsy by that point. So no disrespect to you, Johnny. I'm glad I met you, and you were both really handsome men. I will say that.
Johnny has
But
the
I
best
don't
hair in the
remember.
hobby.
Yeah,
If that helps.
who's that?
So,
Who's that
so this is
random guy
Johnny
that we met?
way back here. He's
Who's that guy?
across
Random
from
guy we
you.
met outside the dueling pianos, and I was complimenting him on his
Oh, that was
manly
Eric
good looks. Who was
Meyer.
that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's with Tops.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now.
To be fair, you guys, we threw a lot of people at Ian.
Yeah, I was having trouble. I need one of them Guess Who games or cards. I want cards, ID cards. You know, like that deck of cards they did for Desert Storm when they had all the different people that were on
Yes.
their. I want one of those. Of course, you'd be the Queen of Hearts, of course,
Oh,
on that
shucks.
deck. But
There were a lot of people.
it was a lot, and I feel bad that I don't remember as many of them as I should do. But Saturday, Frank Nania or Narnia, I'm not sure how you pronounce his surname. I should know that. Was there on Thursday with walking around with Eugene, and I only briefly got to say hello to him, and then he was off. So I didn't really get to chat to him, but he's a good dude. Dinu was there. Who else? Connie was there. Gus, rather. Sorry. Yeah, there's some really nice people there. So yeah, it was good. There was quite a lot of people from MCCW. You just think, oh, okay, I'm suddenly going to meet. Oh yeah, that was the Heritage booth, wasn't it? They had all these costumes.
Heritage wouldn't let me wear anything, and I just want to complain.
Okay. I can.
That's it.
Not sure it's appropriate for me to say, but I could see you in that outfit.
I wanted to wear the penguin outfit. They had all the Batman villains.
Wow. Yeah, that's some good stuff there. They had some original Hildebrandt paintings as well.
Yeah.
Spidey and Wolverine from '94 masterpieces.
Okay, I'm going to show you the craziest picture. That you guys aren't actually going to care about this, but I'll make you look at it anyways. Because if I can't do that with a podcast, then what's the point? Okay, ignore my toes. Can I zoom this so you can't see my toes? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, when you start it with the words "ignore my toes," right?
All right. These scissors.
Are they bloodstained? Those scissors?
No, they're like rusted.
Okay. It's like bloodstains from here.
Look, these scissors were in my carry-on. I got on the plane with these scissors in my bag. And no one said anything.
Wow. Did you take them back with you?
In my luggage, not in my purse.
Oh, so you had checked bags as well, right? Okay.
Yeah, but this sat with me in my seat in the plane. Like, that's wild.
Wow. Yeah, someone needs to lose their job for that.
Like, holy moly.
Wow. They do look bloodstained, though, from that picture.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I don't even remember owning them. But, I mean, obviously, I
Oh, there we
do.
go. Well, they're home now. They're home now. Scissors home.
Okay, this...
Ken, we will come back to your question. I can't even remember what your question was now. What was your question? Oh, Matrix. Yeah, we'll get onto Matrix in a minute. Matrix.
See, I don't think TSA should have let me through with scissors. Like,
Yeah.
kind of
And then so on the Saturday, I bought a box of Goodwins, immediately regretted it, and you bought them off me. But then on the way out, literally, I found what I'd been hoping to find, which was what did I get? I got a box of no. When did I get the Guardians of the Galaxy free box? That was Thursday, wasn't it? I think it was the Guardians box.
It was right at the... It was... We were, like, on our way out, right?
On that day. But then on Saturday, we're on our way out, and I found the box of Marvel Studios Series 2.
This is my gold. This is what the golds look like.
Okay.
Nice. I got a golfer out of 50.
Yes.
So that's
I do know enough about golf to know she's a hot golfer.
That is the gold exclusive to the convention boxes. And they are not labeled national specific, so I'm kind of curious if we'll see these at the expo.
Oh, interesting. Okay. But the boxes say national on them.
Do they? I thought they just said convention exclusive.
Actually, they might have done. The poster certainly.
They just say exclusive edition.
Yeah, the poster certainly said national. The one they had up at their booth, but they can print those separately. But yeah, no, I found a box of Marvel Studios Series 2 on the way out of my last, in my last minutes there, because I wasn't going on Sunday. So that was good. And then I found a random Star Trek box as well that we'll look at in a minute, because I've got it here. So I did eventually find some cool stuff. But it was, there was so many dealers to look around.
Yeah.
Pete was my wingman on that. We were looking for stuff for a good long time. Pete got some good cards to make his wallets with, which was good. And I tried to do a deal on some Star Trek cards, but the guy wasn't having it. He had them too high. But it did make me laugh. As soon as they obviously have a low. He did some calculation on a calculator. Maybe he was working out what he needed to sell them for, but I can't believe he would remember what he bought those free cards for, given the number of cards he had. And he very quickly did something saying, the lowest I can do is this. I said, well, I'm sticking there, because even that's over than eBay. And he goes, oh, yeah, I agree. And then that was it. So he kind of stopped haggling. He was like, right, that's my floor. I was like, mate, you've already got them higher than eBay. I just thought it was really weird. It's like, so he didn't want to make the sale. He'd rather keep them than sell them at a perceived lower than what he wanted to. Which is fine. They're his cards. He can do what they want with them. He can poke them up his bum if he wants. But they would have been nice. Anyway, and then we went over to Dennis Goad's house. He came and picked us up, which was nice.
Yeah, that was really generous of him to do that.
That was really kind, and it was so nice to meet his wife, meet his kids, and she did all that dinner. Bless her.
Yeah.
Dennis just took us down to the basement. She was up there grafting away and cooking. So I've been meaning to send something over to their house.
My favorite part was one of his kiddos came up to me like real quiet and tugged on my sleeve and said, "Your fingernails look like dinosaur teeth."
That's lovely. That's hilarious.
I was like, you know what? They do.
That's really sweet. That
was a really good time.
Well, one of them, because I had a Captain America Shield T-shirt on that day, and one of them made a picture of Captain America for me in crayon. I mean, they're like
that picture was
4
very
and 6,
sweet.
I think.
Yeah.
Really small. Yeah, I managed to bring it back with me. My daughter looked at it and said, "What's this?" And I told her, and she was like, "Oh," I think she gave me a bit of skunk eyes. Like, you're getting pictures from other children now. Yeah. She's 10 now. She's slightly chilled out on drawing me pictures front. But that was really nice. And we opened cards and met Benjamin Kraft.
Yeah.
Drove down from Wisconsin and bought local Wisconsin beer and cheese curds. which was really nice. And he's a really nice dude.
His collection's
He's
insane.
yeah. So for those who don't know, Dennis Goad, Ben Craft, and another guy called Marcus Cardwell were really big collectors of 2019 Marvel Flair, and they came onto the Marvel Card Collectors podcast about 3 years ago, and there's a really good episode where they were talking about their experience with the set. So it was really nice. They're the kind of super collectors of that set. Marcus sold up and quit the hobby about 18 months ago now, I think. So he's out. And Dennis has just decided to start liquidating his collection simply because he wants something to do. And he's kind of done it and moved on. And he was mod in MCCW for a bit. So Dennis is he's top tier. He's been around a while. But he's decided to sell and to be able to do a hobby with kids, which is really sweet. And at the moment they're focused on Lego and Lego sets. So his basement had some incredible Lego sets going on. Like
it was like walking through a tiny New York.
It was bizarre. Yeah, so we were Marshmallow Man. In fact, I don't know if they've bought the Ghostbusters tower. He had the Daily Bugle, and the thing is, Dennis is obviously not shy about dropping a few dollars on this stuff because he didn't just buy one Daily Bugle; he bought two to make it a bigger kit. Because Dennis is an engineer, so he kind of So and he did the same with Doctor Strange's mansion. He bought two of them to make it bigger, and just so it's wider and a bit taller than it actually would be, which is bonkers. But yeah, we opened some cards. Benjamin bought a box of 2019 Flair, and we all had a go at that. We saw some incredible autos. Ben has now got a full auto set from 2019 Flair.
And I don't know what percentage of them are serial number 1.
Yeah, he probably had maybe about a third of them were alphas. It was the most incredible thing. So, so that was really good. And then I kind of by that point I went back to the hotel and kind of said goodbye to everyone, and that was me done. But you went back to the hotel and then went out again, didn't you?
Yes.
Back to the tiki bar.
Back to the tiki bar. I think actually I went back to Crust, which was where the eBay party was at. It was at Crust Brewing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
Where who was there? It was Billy Celio, Pat, Party Time Pat. It cracks me up every time. He's so nice. He's the nicest guy.
Such a beard. He looks like he could be an extra in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he looks like this big Viking guy.
Yeah.
Tim was there. Becca was there. I don't think you got to meet Becca.
Oh, Card Ladder?
No, that's Christina.
Okay.
Becca is, I think she's Trading Card Chick on Instagram.
Does she do the card chat thing? Blog as well?
No, I don't think so.
She works with CGC now?
No, that's Sue's. I think that's Sue's.
Right, that's Sue's. Yes, right, okay. Trading Card Chick. I think I follow her, but yeah.
And I think that was it. So I think we went from there because the tiki bar was always the last place open. So that's why everyone ended up at the tiki bar. And then I think that was the night. Pete, was that the night we ended up at? Tim and I ended up at the casino.
You went to Denny's, didn't you? As well, one night.
Okay, that was the Denny's night. I think casino was the next night.
Right, and by then I was in Toronto. So
yeah.
Wow, the party carried on after I left.
Yeah, we did end up at a Denny's, which we always do at the National somehow. So that made it official.
I've never been to a Denny's. Never been
really?
To a Denny's. I'd like to
I mean, you're not missing a whole lot.
Wow. Yeah, I know, but it's like it's like in Canada. I went to a Tim Hortons, like within minutes of leaving the train station. I went to a Tim Hortons because I just needed to get something in me. So I've done a Tim Hortons in Canada. I'll have to take that off the list.
I like Tim Hortons.
So yeah. Tim is correcting you on your timeline. But yeah, you were there for the duration. Didn't you fly home Monday or Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
You were there for Quite a
Yeah,
long,
so
yeah.
I think
Okay.
maybe, yeah, Saturday night must have been the casino.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Josh and Tim, they
So
Pete was
Josh
there.
was the lawyer, yeah?
They're like those friends that like bicker the whole time and just
Right, okay.
like chew on each other. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
they're a good
That's funny.
time.
Shall I show you some cards, some
Yes,
pulls, and then we'll
please.
move on to matrix. So um, so card cam can enter the chat.
All right.
Card cam can enter the chat.
Go
So
blue
this
and blue.
is the hockey card. Upper Deck were giving these out. I think they had them left over from previous.
All right.
Um, and yeah, I don't
Laffy.
know.
We got a
They were
Laffy
on their
card.
they were on their booth. Um, yeah, National Hockey Card Day. Yeah, so it's obviously don't know, but yeah, they had them, and I was like, "Can I take one?" They were like, yeah.
Yeah, I think Eugene collects him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that so I kept that because that's like if you're getting a hockey card from Open Them, well, it's Tim. It's a single card in a. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. There we go.
Boop. There we go.
It's a single card, Tim, in a thing. So in a top loader, just happens to be in a team bag as well. It's not a pack. So yeah, so that's my hockey card. But what else did I get? So good wins. Now I didn't get this at the National. I bought this off eBay
Oh,
because, as you know,
Carlos is talking about we should have celebrated Tim's birthday because at the expo we told them it was Tim's birthday even though it wasn't.
oh okay, from 2025 good wins.
Oh, we back Benny.
Oh, I love this. So with 2025 good wins, I noticed this year they've got 100 years since. Their coins are from 100 years before. Yeah, I don't know how many of them though. I've seen 3 different coin cards now pop up on eBay because, of course, it's pre-pack at the moment. So yeah, so this seems to be the most common one. There's loads of these gone on eBay. But there's a quarter, there's a Liberty quarter as well, which I missed out on the other night. So yeah, but it's so nice. It's such a thick card. Look at that.
That is.
It's
So
ridiculous.
is it open or is there like an acetate or a plastic over
No,
it?
there's an acetate over the top.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So yeah, so it is nice. But yeah, it's perfectly centered. Well, yeah, pretty much perfectly centered and the right way up. So many of them. Oh, don't tell me that, Ken. Ken said in
Oh,
the previous years the
Ken.
gum comes loose, the glue comes loose on the coin cards. It's like, oh, God. Anyway, well, I'm hoping this doesn't happen.
I was just
That's only
thinking,
my
like,
second one. I've got one from a
would you
previous
have
year.
wanted that as much if the penny wasn't upright? I wonder, are
No,
they
yeah,
all?
no, I'm not buying them. If the pennies, if the coin is off center, even though it's upright, like massively off, I've seen some of them where they're all over the place, and maybe from the still picture that might be where the glue's loose. Thinking about it, wasn't aware that was a thing, because on eBay, of course, you only see the still pictures. Let's put that over there. I'll show you that in a minute when we're talking about the matrix. You gave me these marvelous.
I still have
Batman
to.
85th
I
ones.
can't believe I forgot one.
Yeah, these are so nice. These are so nice. I mean, to be honest with you, if this is my kind of my taste of this set, I'll be happy with that because I won't go in for it massively because I'm not really a DC guy. So this will be my kind of Batman metal kind of
Yeah,
little
they did a
slot
nice
in my
job on
collection.
those.
Where's the Catwoman? The Catwoman is just amazing.
Yeah.
So these were the EPAC exclusives. Yeah, I'm hoping they fix their glue problems as well, especially the sniffing it at the booth. But we saw preview pictures on their phones because they'd just been. A lot of the Upper Deck guys had just been to a print vendor, and they saw Batman Metal, and they showed us some uncut sheets, and it just looks. It just looks really good.
As soon as I saw that, I went to see if I could pre-order more
Oh
boxes.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, it's the black, the dark matter ones that became the augmented parallel in Halo. They just look chef's kiss.
Yeah.
What else did I get? I've got a couple of numbered Topps Chrome Andor base.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
One seller just randomly had some.
that's the
Chrome
laser
black.
focus you have for the Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I've decided if I'm going to do Star, and to be honest with you, I only saw these at a decent price. I wouldn't have gone for anything that wasn't auto otherwise. But yeah, but look at that. It's just really nice.
That is really nice.
Well, that's 55. I think that's just the color of it, the color of these stripes. I think that's the thing that's different apart from the numbering.
That's Topps black, right?
Yeah, it's chrome black. Yeah, because the regular chrome is far too shiny for me. I need something black to go with my nihilistic tendencies. So I can sit there in a room with a joystick and rub the cards with a cloth laced in linseed oil. So yeah, so they're nice. And the guy had a couple of other Star Wars chrome numbered. He just said, "I'll just give you those as well," because he clearly didn't know what they were.
That's what Pete's saying in the chat.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, basically, he just wanted me here to he just wanted to get rid of them because they were hanging around. So he gave me the others, so I'm going to send them to Greg. They're not Andor, so I'm not going to keep them. And then Guardians of the Galaxy box. I pulled some of these, but I also actually had some in a mail call that I picked up from Greg. I'm really into these stop motion cards. I don't know why, and I seem to be all of a sudden be rainbowing them. There's 10 of the things, but there's different kind of parallels numbered in different ways, and I mean they're nice. I don't know why I'm going quite so nuts on them because I probably only need one set of them. But even so, there you go. I just like them. Suspended animation styling.
They look really nice.
They do look nice. But I pulled a couple of them from the pack. The rocket one's good. I like the rocket one. It's a bit scary in that actually. But yeah, Pete's saying it. I pulled. So we opened the box. Now on my box of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I opened on the Marvel Card Collectors podcast. I pulled the auto of Cosmo the dog. Okay. On this one, I pulled the horizontal inscription auto. It's a guaranteed auto per box. And I'm like, come on, Chris Pratt. Come on, Bradley Cooper. Come on, something. And I pulled that again. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Trying to get the Cosmo PMG. Yeah, well, I'm trying to go for all of the PMGs from that set, Ken. We're going to come on to those because I have my MCU PMGs here. I kept a couple of the inserts because I do like Nathan Fillion. I mean, who doesn't like Nathan Fillion? This is a yellow number to 99, so this is one of the numbered hits from the thing. So I'm happy with that. I really like these. I am collecting these. There are numbered parallels of these as well, but I love these. These are one of the movie posters.
Yeah, those are nice.
They did it. Yeah, they're really nice. They're shiny as fuck. There's the Cosmo signature, so that is for sale or trade. I really like the volume 3 cards. I'm not going for, even though I really like them, but I had to keep this one because it's a sparkle parallel. It's the Alpha. It's one of 299. So I think I'm going to keep that one because
this would all make Billy very happy. This is a Billy set, and he was really proud of this one.
Got a rocket. That's another yellow parallel. That's numbered out 99. So that's cool. And then these, they're not numbered. Oh, yes, they are numbered. They're apparently quite tough hits. What's it? Colors and contours. And let me get this out of the penny sleeve because I've not properly looked at it since we pulled it. But under this light, it's really nice. I dig it. So I think I'm just going to keep. I'm not going to kind of push to collect any major aspect other than the volume, other than the One Last Ride and the stop motions. But the numbered hits, because they were kind of a nice. They were part of the experience of going to the National. I'll keep those. because cards are about the memories as well as the experiences of opening them. So there's those. And I picked up quite a lot of mail calls from people because basically I had for about 2 months beforehand.
Ken, I think you're right. I feel like that insert
Yeah.
sounds familiar to me.
A lot of them are. They've brought them over. They've ported them in from other IPs. So I picked up. Now, do you remember me saying to you that I got a lot of cards? And when I say a lot, I don't mean a volume, as in a lot from someone on one of the groups. And it was he was just selling up some stuff, and I was like, okay. I looked at the pictures, and there was quite a few cards in it. There's probably about 30 cards in this lot, and he wanted $50 for it. A couple of cards caught my eye, and I managed to get him to take 40 for the lot. This was one of the cards.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Which is lovely, and I've not had the Creator Gallery signatures in my hand before. It is. Sorry, I didn't realise I'd accidentally shown that on camera. We'll come back to that in a moment, Ken. Ken's on it. Ken's on it like a tramp on chips. So there was this, which I'm very pleased with. There was, Ken, well done. Congratulations, Gold Star. This. Now, I didn't know what this was. And you're looking at it thinking, oh, that's a nice card. It's very shiny. It's kind of die cut. I didn't realise till I turned it over that it was a 6 out of 10. So it's out of 10. Out of 10, right? This was in the lot that I got for $40, okay? This isn't the reason why I bought the lot, okay? The Marv Wolfman sold it to me, but the reason I bought the lot is because he had this.
Nice.
So, Upper Deck did purple PMGs for a lot of their pre-COVID sets. They did about, they would have 6 PMGs per set. They did them for Infinity War, and a lot of those were achievement ones. They did them for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, for Ragnarok, he says, because I'm going through the thing, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay. And they are gorgeous. They are really nice. Now,
they really are.
They've resumed doing them. Now, I think these are nice. They're not as good, I don't think, as the pre-COVID purple ones. Now, they call these magenta. So No Way Home is the only one of the sets that's hit EPAC. And there are more of them per set. I think there's 10 of them per set now. So it's a bigger beast. So they did it for No Way Home. They did them for Wakanda Forever. They did them for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And they did them for Thor Love and Thunder. Those last 3 sets didn't hit EPAC. So tracking those down is going to be a multi-year goal. And I've already sort of started on that. So, Ken, when you say you want a Cosmo PMG, I'm right there with you, my friend. But this is on ComC. Now, obviously, asking price and realised price are 2 separate things. But this is on ComC for about $200 at the moment. So I was like, well, I can either try and get that for a bit less, or I can buy this lot for $40. So I did that. I mean, it's lovely. I'm not going to take it out of its one touch, but they really are absolutely special.
Yeah, that was well worth it.
So now I'd already acquired some of the other ones from the more recent sets. Case in point, I've got the Nakia from Wakanda Forever. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but they do slightly different patterns in the foil and the background.
Yeah, I can see it.
Depending on the set. Yeah, Ken, it's going to be a real tough one for some of the final few. So I got her. I've got this lovely lady from Guardians Volume 3. I've also got a Kraglin on the way. That's on ComC. So that's nice. And I got another Spidey Homecoming one. And I've got my first one from Thor Love and Thunder on the way. I managed to get the Russell Crowe as Zeus, which is just hilarious. But by way of contrast, I'm going to show you one, and I'm going to take this out of its mag. I'm going to show you one of the original purple design from, if I can get it out. Come on, why's this mag not opening? Oh, that's really stuck. My mag case is not opening. This is really bizarre. There we are. Wow, they make these BCW ones really, 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 really strong. All right, there we go. I use BCW mags for these people. This is one of the purple ones
Oh, that's a
from
beauty.
Infinity War. Isn't that stunning?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think the purple ones. I think the background foiling is nicer and deeper. It's got more. It's got more of that rainbow kind of color
Yeah.
palette to it. And the rainbow aspect to it seems to be missing from the new magenta ones. Not that I'm fast, but you can pick up these Iron Mans are actually the most common one from Infinity War. You can pick these up $15-20. They're
Oh,
absolutely stunning.
wow.
Yeah, they're worth picking up. If you're going to own one character from the MCU, Iron Man. The Captain America is super tough to track down. What you mean this one? No, Cap's actually the second most common, bizarrely enough. The difficult one from Infinity War are the Spidey and Doctor Strange. And also from Black Panther is the one of Black Panther, which was an achievement. Yeah, the Infinity War had Thanos, Star-Lord, Cap, Iron Man, Spidey, and Doctor Strange. They were the 6 from that. And their images from that movie. But yeah, they're just so nice.
See, this is your fault though. So like you've been showing these and they're beautiful. But I don't really have any I don't feel like a massive connection to chase the MCU characters.
No. But it's worth having one of these just to have an example of the card. You know, if you're just going to have like the little taste, as it were.
Well, I think my little taste is going to be. They also use this pattern and design for the Upper Deck employee exclusive hockey cards.
Yes, they do. They do those in the same format.
I think I'm going to go in that direction for these because they are beautiful.
So let me show you. Now, this just as we came on air, we were talking about the fact that sometimes you see a card graded that's cheaper than it would be raw because people maybe get a lower grade and they just throw it up on eBay.
Because people don't respect the 8s and 9s.
Yeah, well, no, it's not even that. I think this was a 7 or an 8. This was. Now, this is.
Oh, Keith, can you imagine?
This is from the Black Panther set, and this is T'Challa. Now, the T'Challa card was an achievement on that, and it's pretty tough to get. There were a few on ComC, best part 4 figures, and I pretty much resigned myself to not getting it. And then some guy, I've talked about this before, some guy listed one PSA graded. I think it was graded 7. Maybe, and I actually think it's nicer than the 7. I'm not sure what his beef was with it because it looks pretty clean to me. I'm looking at the corners now, the edges. It might be a surface thing, maybe. Don't know. Anyway, it's here. It's home. It's been freed from the slab, so who cares? I think I got it for $60.
That's nice.
I saw it and I was like, oh my god! I literally couldn't move fast enough. But yeah, look at the pattern behind. Again, it's different for each film. It's just such a nice card. So yeah, so I love these. The ones I probably won't be able to get, the Homecoming ones of Spidey and Zendaya, they're really expensive.
Yeah, those are the pricey ones for sure.
But you never know. I didn't think I'd get that T'Challa one, and look what happened. I didn't get these at the National, but I picked them up as a mail call thing. We've talked about how good these are before from She-Hulk. The Superhuman Law Division. It's a bizarre, bonkers mashup of gold foil and canvas, and they really work. They're so nice.
I think we showed these to Jean, didn't we? We showed these to Jean and told her more.
Yeah. Well, I remember I met Pankit when I was in Boston, only briefly because I was only left 2 days, and I pulled out and showed him this stuff, and he immediately gravitated to this, even though he's not an MCU guy necessarily.
Yeah.
And he was like, he saw it in my hands, and he was like, "Oh, show me that," because he wanted to see one in hand. I think that's one of the nicest things Upper Deck put out in those last kind of few sets.
Because there's a lot going on there. It's like a canvas stock, but it has a matte and a gold foil.
What I want to do for She-Hulk, there are several auto styles for She-Hulk set, and they're all pretty tough to find because it didn't get the big release. The green ones I'm not keen on, but you can get auto versions of these. that are like level 6, I think they are,
I was
because
gonna
it
say
says
they're
level
like
2 at the bottom.
tier
Yeah,
something crazy or
yeah,
like
yeah.
massively content.
And then numbered to 25, and those are the ones I'm going to
Like
go
I
for.
mean, it's like Charlie Cox. They're like there's good
Charlie
autos.
Cox. There's Charlie Cox. There's the Tatiana Maslava, the lead actress. I sent you the link to that. That one keeps getting
Yeah.
relisted and relisted. It's not selling. It's a shame because her signature goes off the bottom of the sticker slightly on the
Oh,
curve.
okay.
So that's why I'm slightly, if I'm going to pay for that, I'm not going to pay that, and nor is anyone else, which is why it keeps getting relisted.
Yeah.
But it is lovely. I have, I picked up another Eternals purple. I am now at, I think, 86, maybe 87 out of 100 of the Eternals purples.
I think at some point we need to do a standalone where we just go over your Eternals
Well,
collection.
we will. I need to get some more Ruffalo. It doesn't look like Ruffalo signed. I'm coming back to that in a moment, though, Ken.
We'll do it
Um,
as a annual
yeah,
issue.
these are numbered out of 15. They're beautiful. They're really nice cards. And they have them for the base cards 175 and for the characters 76 to 100. So yeah, they're lovely. So I'm getting close on those. So let's talk about Ruffalo for a second. Mark Ruffalo was a redemption in the She-Hulk set because obviously he was in that show. The redemption cards alone have been going for 4 figures. And everyone's kind of hoping that Upper Deck will be able to honour them. Someone who sent one in has had a message back from Upper Deck saying it's looking less likely he's going to sign, and being offered, what other character would you like? And so, and they posted in the group, and there's much wailing and gnashing of teeth from the MCU auto collectors who are hoping for a Ruffalo auto after all these years. But everyone's saying, look, if that's really not the case, then shoot for the moon, Samuel L. Jackson.
Right.
Say, these are the characters you'd want at that kind of level. Natalie Portman, that kind of level. So who knows? He might still do it, but if he hasn't yet. Anyway, I opened a box of Marvel Beginnings Volume 2.2 with Pankit in Starbucks at South.
Were you guys really in a Starbucks? I didn't know if that was.
Yeah, well, no, we went for lunch first at Legal Seafood, and then Pankit and I went and had to open the box basically because it was so hot outside. And now there was nothing in there I'd keep apart
That's
from
beautiful.
this. And I really like these. Aren't numbered, these black, but you only get 2 per box, and they're really nice, and it's such nice artwork. And so this one I'm keeping because it'll remind me of opening that.
David, hello. How are you?
Dibs on oat milk. I'm more of an almond milk kind of guy, but possibly that art is upside down. Is it? I don't really care if it's upside down. Keith, don't piss on my chips here, please. Dibs on beginnings. What about beginnings? Because I left all the base cards with Pankit because, quite frankly, he was going to give them to his kid. And all of the kind of coloured parallels and things I'm about to send to Comsy, along with loads of other stuff, because I'm just fed up with having stuff sitting around. I've got so many cards here, Amanda, you wouldn't believe it. It's ridiculous. So if there's anything you're looking for, Keith, let me know.
Keith, yeah. Let me know. Or it might be easier for me to just tell you what I have because I got somebody's.
He'll have a spreadsheet ready. He'll have a spreadsheet.
Yeah. When they all broke those beginning boxes, I gave Pete the base cards, and then anything that wasn't base, I kept. So I have a bunch.
Right. So this is a segue to the Matrix because I finally got in hand, and you saw this, a printing plate from the Matrix. And
but look at that, like the text is perfectly clear.
Yeah. Look, this is why I'm chasing these. They are lovely. My goal, it's a 40 card base set released over 10 weeks, 4 cards per week. My goal, my ideal, and I don't think I'm going to achieve this, but you might as well shoot for it, is to get 1 base plate from every card.
It is a smallish set, so that's 40. Not outrageous.
Yeah, but A, there's someone else chasing them, and B, not all 4 plates popped for each card each week, especially in the middle weeks.
Well, you just need to threaten that person.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is, to be fair. But anyway, listen, I'm not gonna, and also I'm not gonna pay 150, 200 bucks for some of them, because that's the other person who's going for them when they go up to Comsy auction is bidding up to that high, and I just don't have the pockets for that. So I've been fortunate to do direct deals with a lot of people on ePack and pick them up for between 60 and 80.
At least with
Some
this
of them a tiny
set,
bit high, but yeah,
every single one I've seen has been a beauty.
every image has been lovely. Yeah, this is nice. So they're really nice. Even, because it's a dark palette for most of the images. I've said this before, but the yellows look particularly good on some of them as well. They're not
I know.
like
I
yellows.
feel like I'm repeating myself so much with Matrix, but all of it's just really good.
It is really good. So, shall we let me take me off card cam, because that's all my physical show, unless we get time for the Star Trek box. But shall we talk about the actual set and the redemption? So let me just find
Yes.
my
I
screen.
teased this for anyone who was watching Carlos's show. I did tease this earlier.
Right. So
Ian's adventure down the rabbit hole.
I ventured down the rabbit hole. Now I was going for. Oh, you've gone off to your logo again, which is an LA
Yeah,
thing. That's bizarre.
everyone didn't need to watch me reapply my response.
Oh, I don't. I have no shame with that. I just let it go. Right. So let me go to my transfer card. So I was collecting 5 base sets because you redeemed that for glitch card A free, which you then redeemed that for one of 3 PMGs, and it's the same style PMG that you just saw, the magenta ones. So I'll scroll down my transfer cart and I'll just show you the PMG straight away, because on the screen there's all the plates there. I'll come back to the plates in a minute, but look how good those plates
See,
look.
every single plate looks good.
To load.
There's no,
I mean, just
there's
look
no
at
plate
that.
where, like, I have a couple plates.
I mean, look at this one.
Like, I have a couple jack-o'-lantern plates where he like has no head. Like, these all look really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the definition of the picture's there, and you get the definition of the border as well. So EPAC's
Okay,
really
so are these all
because I'm in
yours?
transfer cart, but this one, yeah, these are all mine. This is my transfer cart on EPAC. Right, so you get this. I love this one. I love this plate. When it zooms, I have clicked it. It just takes a while to
Yeah, it
load
takes
in.
a second. Oh, that's really good.
I really like that plate. That's really nice. I'm so looking forward to getting these in hand. Anyway, so you redeem different elements of the set to get different glitch cards. The idea being that you could then redeem those glitch cards for either different color parallels of the character sets, which are here. So this is the base character sets there. Then you had the gold parallel character sets here, which are numbered out of 499, and the base character cards are numbered out of 1499. They're not individually serial numbered, they just all say 1 of 1499 or 1 of 499 on the back. And then yeah, I got a couple of character cards.
I was
character
gonna
card
say,
plates as well.
here's a few more plates.
This is the oh, that's such a nice plate.
Yeah, that is.
I think that's one of the best Neo images. That really is. So there's 10 character cards. So the character cards had either blue parallel achievements, and they were the odd numbered ones. So because there's 10 of them, so you had blues for 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and then you had red parallels for cards 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. I haven't actually looked at the back of these to see if there's any numbering on them, like there are with the base and the gold. So let's have a look. No, I didn't think so, because they don't know how many are going to be redeemed. So it's kind of almost a nonsense. So that's the blue. And I think these are going to be nice. So you've got some of these character cards in hand, and the foiling.
I do.
Lovely,
I wanted to get some of the glitch cards in hand because I think they'll be beautiful, but they're expensive.
Oh, I've got some spares. I'll hook you up. These are the ones I've got in here. Glitch card A1 is the most common one, because that you can get that for the character 10 character ones. So I can get 2 or 3, maybe 4 more glitch cards if I wanted to redeem the character cards I've got.
Yeah, I'd like to see
So I
those
can
in
hook you up
person.
with A1, A2, A3, and I can probably definitely hook you up with A4. A5 I can't because I've only got one of those. Because you needed to get that to be able to get. If I scroll down past the Neo, I'll scroll down past those. Hang on, I want to get to the PMGs. So to get the Neo PMG, you needed that card A5, which is here. Where is it? Come on. Now, EPAC scans, you've seen what these look like in hand. I've just shown them to
Yeah.
you. The EPAC scans don't do them any justice, but this will be the same as that Doctor Strange PMG I just showed you. It'll obviously have a different background tint. Now, Upper Deck have shown these on their Instagram feed in hand, and they look amazing. So, but the Neo one, after a bit of trading around, you needed the blue character parallels. You need to get all 5 of those to get a shot at this one. They were fine, but you had to collect the base set to get a glitch A3, and then you could pull for one of the other 3, and this is random. So you'd either get Morpheus, Trinity, or Agent Smith. All right. We did this live the other night, Amanda, didn't we? And
Yes,
I
we did.
pulled the trigger 5 times. Yeah, and I knew that with 3 cards, I thought 5 base sets would be enough. Okay. So I was hoping to get at least 1 Morpheus, at least 1 Trinity, and at least once Agent Smith. Right. I pulled 3 Morpheus in a row on Redeem, and then 2 Agent Smith. Now, out of 5, I'm going to say this now. Whatever decides the randomization on that there's a flaw if I get 3 Morpheus in a row for 1 user. You know, it should be smart enough to at least mix it up a little bit. And out of 5, if I didn't get all 3, I mean, that's, you could say, well, that's just bad luck. But the fact that I got 3 Morpheus in a row, that shouldn't have happened. Sorry, Upper Deck. That's, you know, and at that point, I'm like, okay, well, I need to trade for a Trinity, and I had 3 Morpheus and 2 Smiths. So I was like, okay, I need to. So these are my PC ones. So spare, I've got 2 Morpheus and 1 Smith. Okay. 3 collectors had 2 Trinities. 2 of these collectors, no, at least one of these collectors, I'd helped every week almost. And they'd help, you know, we'd been backwards and forwards and very friendly and, you know, mate, I'd never heard of them before the set. And, you know, both helped each other achieve their goals. And when we get to the end, he's got 2. I sent a message saying, any chance we could swap out because you've got a dupe of Trinity. So he obviously got 2 Trinity and however many he redeemed. It's like, no, I'm going to keep it. It's like, okay. So that's how it is. So I had a real, and I had this with a couple of people where I was trying to, so what I then did, I tried this with someone else as well, and they were like, no, not going to do that dupe swap. And this is someone I've known on EPAC for a few years.
Were they weren't interested in renting you the card?
No, it's not a case of renting. This is the final thing you get. So I wanted to swap off my dupe
Oh, I thought you
PMGs of
needed
either
that for
Morpheus or
the
Smith
Neo.
for one of their dupe PMGs of Trinity.
Okay.
No, I got the Neo as a separate thing. So a base set gets you glitch A3, and when you pull the redeem on glitch A3, you get a random either Morpheus, Trinity, or Smith.
Okay.
The Neo is a separate like tranche of what you have to go for. You have to go for a different element for that. So I have to think after striking out on those, I have to go and get 40 more unredeemed base cards. It turns out I had 7, so I had to get 33 of them, and it took me best part of 4 days. And so many people were either really holding on to them, and again, these are people that I'd helped out throughout the chase, or were just like, you know, I'm of no further use to them, so they just ignored me through PM and trade. And these are people that I'd been trading with multiple times a week for the last 10 weeks. It kind of just left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. All of a sudden, everyone's like, "Nah, I'm done with this," and you know, you're of no use to me anymore. Fuck you. You know, it was that side of EPAC that came out, and it was really. I finally managed to do it. I finally managed to, on Thursday evening, I finally managed to get the last base card, and I had another go at redeeming and I got a Smith. So I didn't get a Trinity after all that. So how did you get this, Ian? Well, for the two people who had a dupe Trinity who refused to do a dupe swap, I had to do 2 for 1. I had to overpay, and so it's basically, I had to make them an offer that would talk to their greed ultimately. So I swapped a dupe, Morpheus, and Smith, and I got a Trinity from one of
Okay.
the guys I'd been helping them out all week or run. But I have to say, that person has kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, because I won't be helping them out on future chase things. It's a short term kind of view of things, to think, okay, I've got what I wanted. I'm not then going to help you get to your goal because we went on this journey together. Now, maybe that's a ridiculous notion that people would do that, but because I'm the type of collector, and I try to promote the ethos where people would do that for each other because they help
Yeah.
each other out. And I've just come off a real hobby affirming thing where, much as I went to a card show, the people were the thing. That's the
Yeah.
PMG of it. That people would be like, no, I'm not into. And I probably could have added an extra thing that was not another PMG, but I didn't have anything else wish list for them. And just to give you a taste of this, there's no one's yet. There's some of these on asking prices on ComSound. I don't know if any have sold because I can't see solds. But there's a Mr. Smith PMG on auction at the moment, and last I looked, it was up to $150, and it had.
Oh,
I
wow.
think it finishes this weekend. So, I think there's clearly a market for whether or not that will stay. It could be that there's only one person who'll bid that high because they didn't get them, and then that buyer's gone, and the rest of them might sell for $20 each eventually.
Right. Well, I mean, if you think about it,
who knows?
it was a $15 pack.
It was, and you had to do that over.
The chase was intense.
Yeah, so it's not a cheap thing to get all the cards to acquire for these. So yeah, so it did leave a slightly sour taste in my mouth at the end of it, because I'd hope that there was at least some level of I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Am I out of order expecting that? I don't know. I feel like I'm maybe just a bit naive, but
I don't know.
I don't think I am.
When I did 2019 and 2020 Marvel Weekly, I had people that I went through that with start to finish.
And then they kind of turned their back or ghosted at you
No,
at the end?
they were good. They were good the whole way.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I've had that before in previous sets. This one just surprised me because I've been so into it, and obviously I still really am, and I love the set. But it does, it's kind of just like soured it slightly at the end for me. But sorry, you can see all the other stuff in my transfer card.
That you mentioned, like you do, like this sounds really goofy, but when you go to a show like the National, and it really is so like community driven, and like you go to these dinners and you're everyone is just like, like it's so like kumbaya essentially, to come back and like to come back and someone's like, nah, and it's like, oh
yeah. So it's like, but if I give you something like really like over trade for it, then yes, you will, which tells me that I had people through the run. In fact, I think one of these people might have done it. One week he sent me like 6 cards for just 1, and I was like, you don't have to overtrade, and I counted and just gave him a 1 of 1. So it's fine. I'm not. I'm not going to be that guy. I mean, other people have, and I've accepted.
You're not trying to tax anybody.
Guy, yeah, exactly. And you chose to overdo that. I guess from his point of view, I chose to oversend 2 PMGs to get his 1. But given that, I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is.
No, I feel you.
I can't see the comments. I've no idea what people are making of this.
But, look at how good that code effects is.
Anyway, you can see my Neo plate too.
Yeah, that's so good.
Which is really good. I did press the button, but it's such a nice plate. So on that one, I do now have, the gold 1 of 1. I don't know if the gold 1 of 1 of Neo surfaced. I know it did of Morpheus because that
we saw Morpheus for sure. Yeah,
it went on about. Yeah, saw Morpheus. He's put it on ComC, and then he took it off because he's PSA grading it. Because on the ComC app, if you're watching something, it'll say who's got it now. You remember I sent you that screenshot and it said it's with PSC. So
Yeah, that was interesting. I hadn't seen that
I
before.
think they might have fixed that bug. But yeah, I've been using that to track you buy stuff I watch. It's quite interesting. And I've got the green out of 10, got the blue, so I got the red code effects as well. So I've got pretty much that rainbow nailed. I still need a blue code effects trinity. And again, there's people with several of those, and they've said, "Yeah, I'll part with one," and I'm messaging them back, and also they're ghosting me. So, hey ho, it is what it is. And then all these glorious plates up here, and I've got more on comps as well. And so these are the glitch achievements. I genuinely don't know what these are going to be like.
I know, I'm excited to see
but number
them.
5 is going to be the Neo is going to be the tough one.
I was looking on
I'm wondering if they're lenticular. I think I said this the other day. I'm sure Upper Deck would have said that, but
I think they would have said that.
The image of Smith had I think it was a bit blurry. Maybe, I don't know. Is it this one? I mean, no, maybe not. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It would be lovely if they were.
Usually,
I don't think they are.
like when we get when they send out their checklists, like the checklist will say like what the card stock is. So, but we didn't see one for this, so I don't know. But it looks like they're on ComC. They're like roughly.
No, that's going to be the tough one.
Yeah, that one. Someone has one for 90, but the others are like 20, 25.
Yeah, the A1 is common as muck, so that'll be down to like $5 in a little while, I'm sure. But yes, so let me stop sharing on this. So we did this the other day, but I'm not prepared for it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do this. We'll do this on a future week, and I'll get prepared for it. How many? Sorry, I'm just coming back to the comments, and I'm just reading that Keith asked how many were redeemed. Which one are you talking about? Keith, in terms of how many were redeemed, I'm not sure what you're talking about. But in terms of the Neo PMG, I don't think, I'm guessing here, but based on what I've seen, I can't believe there's going to be many more than 20 out there.
Manu, good evening.
Well, Manu's here. How many PMGs were redeemed? Yeah, and of the other ones, I don't know. I think there's more of those. So I'm gonna hazard a guess at up to 50 of the other Morpheus, Smith, and Trinity. But I'm just pulling that number out of my head. I mean, I could go and look at the pop on ECMAP.
It's interesting though because we do know that we think only week 1 sold out. Only week
1 sold out. Yeah.
So not every, like not all the cards ended up being available.
I think there was a middle period. I don't know if all 10 green code effects made it out.
Right.
As well, because they weren't specific to any one week. They were seeded throughout the weeks. And I'm pretty certain that weeks, and I found this with the base cards actually, there was a period of base cards that I found it more difficult to get. So I think there were fewer issued because the packs didn't sell as well. So I think week 3 might have dipped a bit, and I think weeks 5, 6, 7 were pretty tough as well. I don't know for sure on the numbers, obviously, but
yeah, it makes it trickier when it's something like that.
So I don't think there's 500 base cards out there from every base card, for example, which would have been at max. I'm pretty sure some weeks will be 200 to 300 base cards. And therefore, for those weeks, I was watching very closely on the plates, and I'm pretty sure there are some weeks where base cards had only maybe 2 plates pop. So, for the last few weeks, a lot of them did. So I've got a pretty solid run of plates for the last kind of into the 30s. I've got most of those. But there's a real dip between plates 10 and 20, where I've not got as many. I've got some gaps there, so when I get it in the binders, it's going to look a bit patchy. So I've just got to keep my eyes out for them, because I think some of them popped, but they've just either been like a couple of them with dead users. who just logged on, bought a pack, and then
okay.
haven't been seen since, which is really frustrating. So yeah, but Matrix done. So what I was going to say was, next show I'll get some sort of organization going on, and maybe get a spreadsheet and a spin wheel going on, and we will do a giveaway, because I have on ePack. So you have to have an ePack account for this. But I will give you a full set of Matrix base, a full set of Matrix black and white. Amanda has some in hand; they're gorgeous, and a full set of the character cards as well. The 1499, the base character card. So you'll get the whole lot. I don't think I'll have enough glitch to give away a set of those, but I might throw one in if I feel generous. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that next time.
Very cool.
We've already given away one, which I need to send to you, Amanda.
Yes.
Don't I?
So Shadow Kitty.
You were going to manually ship it to Shadow Kitty. There we go. What else can I tell you? I mean, have we got time to open this? Do you have a look? I'm dying to know what's in it.
I do if you do.
Yeah, well, Ken, turn up in 2 weeks, 2 weeks today, on our next live, and you can be in it to win it.
I'll actually advertise that show and put that in the promo. Carlos, if you're there listening, remind me.
So, let me take me back onto card cam, will you?
Okay.
Okay. So, this I'm gonna have to pull back a bit because it's quite a big box.
Thank you, Carlos.
I saw this literally on the way out, and a bloke had it on his table with a post-it note that said $25. And I was like, I have no idea what's in that. And it's one of the last Skybox sets, I think. It's 30 years of Star Trek, so it would be from '96. So it's effectively the 30th anniversary set. Now, 35th anniversary, it was Rittenhouse by then, and 40th Rittenhouse were well in their stride, so that was a big set, and they've done one for 50 as well. I think they've got one for 60 coming out next year. 25th anniversary was when it was Impel stroke Skybox. Our mate Ken Baroff, who we had on the Marvel Card Collectors podcast, was involved in that. So this was the bit that was kind of just as Skybox were kind of in their last few years. I don't know what's in here. I will temper expectations to say there's not going to be anything flashy or big because it was in the age before autos and things like that. So I don't know, but it's 30th anniversary, but it's such an unusual shaped box as well. I mean, it's big. Like I said, he had it for $25. And I said, would you take 20? He said 22. And I was like, right, just gave him some cash. So I was like, why not? So let's go in.
It's from the glorious days of. It's from the glory days of 36 packs a box.
36, 8 cards per pack. But look how wide it is.
I know, it looks like a box of like Trivial Pursuit or something.
I know. It's I mean, you saw me with this in hand. It's not a small box. And I took this to Toronto, Niagara, Albany, New Hampshire, and Boston and London on the way back. So this box has been the bane of my carry-on.
Oh, I bet.
So yeah, so let's get in here. So this is shrink wrap that hasn't come off in a long
time. While you're opening that, I'm gonna harass Manu to ask him when he's coming out here again. Speaking of let's eat, he needs to come out here and have lunch with me.
Where does Manu, where do you reside in the United States? I'm not asking for the exact street and apartment number here.
No, we need an address.
But okay, then fair enough. I want to break in and steal some of his wizard.
Yeah, that's why we need an address.
Because I'm dying for one of those early wizard issues. I just want a low grade one, quite frankly. I just want one for display. Right, okay. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Right. That's really nice. Look at that. That's lovely. Okay. I see what they've done. So it's almost like, those Masterpieces boxes that have the kind of bordering.
I know, but now it's like so nice you have to keep the box.
Oh, I'm keeping the box. Oh, that's a no-brainer. That's why I open them carefully. People who just go like X through, when they're opening boxes, it honestly makes me cringe and shiver. So you got phase two.
All right, Manny, I'm going to hold you to that.
Phase 2 throughout. What's this? What is this? Phase 2? Yeah, it says Phase 2 on all of them. I don't know what Phase 2 bit
Uh-oh.
means, but let's
That
open
must
some and
mean that
find
there
out.
was a
I
set
see. I
before
don't
this
even know
then.
what the cards look like. Oh, it's San Francisco. Right. Okay, so let me move this back a minute. Let's put that there. There we go. Oh, no, my screen's gone funny. Hang on a sec. Bear with. I just touched it's a touch screen thing, and the box touched the screen. It's all gone a bit weird. Right. Am I back? I don't know what it's done. There we go. Right. Okay. So let's move that back, but not have it touch the monitor. Right. So I'm not going to open all 36 packs now. I'm just going to give us a flavour. But yeah, nice. Okay. I've no idea if these are going to be bricking. Oh, right. Okay. You can purchase a special 4 by 5.5-inch version of the Sky Motion bonus card for $30.99.
Oh, now you can only get it that way.
Yeah. Order a Phase 2 supersized Sky Motion card and collector's album. Oh, wow. Okay, there's an album. Okay, fair enough. Right, well, let's go in. Like I said, I've no idea what the cards are going to look like. Oh, wow. Okay, they're nice. They are not bricked, but they're a bit tacky. Nice. Nice little bit of a foil on there. Yeah, actually, they are a bit stuck.
Was that how sunburned you were in Toronto? Did you look like that guy?
Yeah. No, it's just on my back. Yes, my back did see the sun. I like the different colour foiling.
Yeah, that red's cool.
That's nice. That's a nice card. Oh, okay. So it's got a moving image of him from the back. All right, hang on. Let's just check this out. Card 146. How big is this set? Jesus. That's card 109. Right, okay. Tuvok. I met that actor. He was grumpy. Card 184. So we're already up to 184 card set.
Maybe he was just in character.
No, he was not happy to be there.
Okay, so this one's green.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I think it might denote which series it's from. Don't know. They're nice though. Let's go 141 Vorgon. Geordie LaForge. Nice red. I like that little foil square. It's giving me a bit of shiny, and I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, I dig them. I'm not sure what the chase cards are, what to expect as we go through. I'll open a few more packs. I'm not going to do the whole thing, like I said. I mean, this is deep cut. This is like the Marvel beginnings of Star Trek cards, because some of these characters I haven't even heard of. I mean, this guy did, because he was one of the leads. But yeah, they're nice. Oh no, you've moved me over.
Yeah, whenever I mute, it tweaks the camera for some reason.
Strange.
Carlos didn't go over that in the tutorial.
So, like I said, I don't know what chase cards there are, so I'm going to keep some of the wrappers, and that opened well, so I'll put that to one side. So I'm just going to go a few packs to see if we see any indication of any chase cards. Gem Hadar, so that's Deep Space Nine. Okay, that's me after sunburn. House of Checklist. Yes, it probably will, Keith. It's just that I haven't looked at it yet. But yeah, no, I would expect House of Checklist to have that. Did we just get this guy in the first one?
Yes.
We've got Dupe already, and we've got that one as well. Okay.
So they're green, red, and gold.
Yeah, I don't know if they're. Yeah, this. Hang on, this is almost a mirror image. This is. Yeah, look, I've got dupes.
Yeah.
Look. Okay, that's shoddy behaviour. Let me go back in time and tell Skybox off. We're going to go from the other. We're going to go to the other side and just put out a random pack from there. Just to, okay. Oh, Deanna Troy. So it's kind of got that green one, but it's got like a little alien face. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Let's look at the box.
Okay. Oh,
Aliens,
so it's like
Federation and then personnel.
And...
Yeah,
okay.
personnel. So right. Okay, that's what the different things are.
Wow. So aliens aren't people.
Well, yeah. Well, they didn't have. Right. Hang on. That's changing. I think all of the ones I've opened are. Oh no, that's the Starfleet logo. There we go. Right, I got it. I think. Change thing. What's this? Oh, it's the SETI eel. There we go. Who's making you chuckle now then?
I was just gonna get way too California for a minute there.
A girl out of California. Oh, what's this? Oh, we'll look at that in a minute. What's this? Oh, okay. Right. This is helpful. So phase 1,
Oh, wow.
ships and is that weapons or equipment? Phase 2, aliens and personnel. Phase 3, cosmic phenom and tribute. So this box is phase 2. Right, okay. So in theory, there's a box out there of phase 1 and phase 4. Oh my God, how big is this set? Wow. Okay, what have I done, Amanda? What have I started? But this is actually quite handy because it tells me what's going on. Yeah, okay, cool. Wow, there's a lot of cards here. There's going to be a lot of duplicates here. I think I'm at the point now, Amanda, with some of my duplicates of stuff that I'm going to be hitting the local charity shop.
Really, that many?
Yeah, no, I've just got. I can't. There's no logical route for me to move them. You know, I'm going to get. I can't ship them out of the UK with a cost, of bulk. It's an old set, so the market for them is pretty much like it would be for, I don't know, Marvel Universe 2, for example. There's a lot of them out there, and also, it's just a lot of faff. If I did list them, for example. So what I might do is plow through these and maybe get to a point where I've got the set, and if I've got any unopened packs, I might try and move those. But
okay, that'd probably be easier.
Yeah. But yeah, look how many dupes I'm getting already. It's ridiculous. Hunter of Tosk, whoever Tosk is. Oh, that's Marta from Star Trek 6. Changeling, it's calling her there. Medical internist. And Albanian, whoever they are. Right, there we go. Not Albanians, but Banians. There we go.
It's an important distinction.
So yeah, I know. That's kind of about it for that. But yeah, no, I'm going to hit up that Star Trek Insurrection set I opened. I've got so many dupes of that, and there's really no point whatsoever me trying to eBay that, because
but for $20 that was worth it.
Oh, for $20 that was worth it. Just for the box.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. So yeah, I like it. It's good. Like I said, I've no idea if there's any chase cards or anything like that, and there's people in chat telling me stuff about the set, but I'm gonna have to go and have a look at it. You can take me off card cam now. I'm done for card cam. Oh, actually, no, I'm not done for card cam. Shall we have a random promo of the week?
Oh, that's right.
Promo of the week award. Let's just. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna cut this deck. That's the way we're gonna do it this week, because this deck isn't sorted. Okay, so. This one, Amanda, I forgot to put in your box, I think. Or did I put one of these in your box? I think I might have put one of these in your box. Have you sorted through all the stuff I gave you?
No, I have not yet.
Oh, dive in. Seriously, there might be a couple of Easter egg things in there. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slowly down, and you are going to say stop.
Okay. Stop.
Oh, you haven't said stop yet. There we go. Right. So we're going to go there. We're going to cut it there. So it takes a moment for me to grip in. Okay. It's a Star Wars Galaxy promo.
Some Tusken Raiders. We've got some Sand Peoples. Oh, I like those Stormtrooper helmets.
Series 2.
That is nice. That's really cool.
These are really nice. You know what? I'm so excited. We're going to do that again. We're going to go in. Right. Why stop at 1 when you can stop at 2? Right.
All right, stop.
That's a shit one. We're going to choose something else. We're going to choose this. I don't know what this is. I just randomly pulled it.
Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury comics. Look at this. How's this about a random promo? Promo, even.
Comics. Tops.
It's from 1992.
What is this? I'm seeing Matt Wagner. Oh, I love Brereton too.
Tales of the Future, time travel, aliens, dragons, dinosaurs, and robots. That's got you written all over it. Mike Mignola's in there.
And look at these artists.
Dan Brereton, John Van Fleet. Wow, these are top. Sean Phillips. Wow, okay.
That's a good one.
It's Top's taking the FPG ball and running with it.
Yeah.
I bet it was a nice set as well. But that's what's under here?
What is Zealot playing soccer for? What is that?
Shiny. Look at that. What's that?
Zealot. Turn it over. Yeah.
Collector's sports look.
It's
kind of like a swimsuit. Yeah, no, right. Let's turn it over. What is this? It is randomly.
What set is this?
Aegis Entertainment.
Yeah, that's
Inc.
all the Wildstorm stuff.
It's Wildcats. Yeah. So I don't think it's a promo. Like I said, I've got this random stack of promos, but in there are like random base cards as well. Yes, that's a Last Action Hero movie promo card. We won't talk about that. Look at this. I mean, I dig the shininess of it, but yeah. That's so random.
What set is this from? Zealot Collector's Sports Look card. All right, that's not helpful. $19.90 Chromium promo. But a promo for what?
I think it was just a random It might have come in a comic.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I love these. I love buying this stuff off eBay. It's so random.
Wow.
Such a time capsule. There we go. So that's it for this week from Promo Deck. Who knows? Maybe next time I'll have managed to get them into the binder in alphabetical order and we can do the... But I quite like the cutting the deck idea. Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah, that was...
I just need another deck.
I suspect
that was a trip. That was...
If you stacked all of your promo cards like this, you would have too many decks.
Yes, it would be a rather high thing. It would go like above where the camera is.
Yeah.
I'd have to turn the camera
multiple times.
To do that. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Cool. All right. I'm now officially done with card cam. There's nothing else I'm going to show you on card cam, he says, looking around him. Nope, there's nothing else I'm going to show you on card cam. Card cam is dead for today.
All right.
All right, I think we might be done for this week.
That was a lot.
Unless you've got anything else to talk about. We've covered a lot. We've covered tiki bars, rubber ducks.
Yeah. Great white sharks. We covered the Matrix.
Great white sharks that you drink out of. And pickups. So we did all the things on your list.
Yeah, we did.
Marvelous. I love it when you put out a promo and I see the list of things we've got to talk about. I'm like, yes, that's a challenge. Let's see if we can do that in 2 hours.
All right.
Show us your tattoos. I can't. There's a family audience. You're not going to see them. I'm suddenly, all of a sudden, very tired, Manu. I think I might need to go and have a lie down. It is early, and it's late for you, isn't it? Which is the whole concept of the show.
Yep.
Well, it's not late for you. You're probably going to go to a tiki bar now, aren't you?
I wish.
Oh, I forgot something. The last of my Black Cat sketch cards are up for sale.
Oh, that's right. I wanted
to
go over that.
Yes. Well, do you want me to quickly go back to card cam?
Yeah.
I'll show you the one I'm keeping. The one pack pulled sketch of my over 200 I'm keeping. They can go out of the way. Go over there, promos.
Oh, that's very nice. God, that almost looks like Adam Hughes for a sec.
Yeah, it's not. I just love the eyes.
Yeah.
It's such a good
So that's
sketch.
always been your requirement for Black Cat sketches, is she has to actually have pupils,
Well, she
right?
has to have eyes for a start. Yeah, but yeah. um. So yeah. Anyway, so that one's staying. But were you about to share screen and show the ones that I'm parting with? Was
I
that what you were on
was,
your way
but
to
I don't
do?
know if I can because I have the Instagram open because of the live. Let me see if I mess anything up.
Well, you can get them on
I'm just gonna wing
MCCW
it.
because that's where they are.
Um, let's see. All right. Bloop.
You're pulling a face there, like it's a lot of hard work.
You know,
But
you're
yes,
really
it's been
judgmental of my
I
StreamYard
started
skills.
trimming them about 2 years ago. Sorry, you broke up for a bit there. What did you say?
I said you're very judgmental of my navigation skills.
I'm not judgmental of your navigation skills at all.
On occasion,
No,
on
mine
occasion,
are
sure.
terrible. I mean, look how long EPAC stuff takes to load. Oh, maybe, but just busting your balls. But no, I started with over 200 and I trimmed a load and then I got it down to 79. And then I was kind of like, you know what? If I haven't looked at them in a certain period of time, I did another trim and then I think I've got about 20 left from that lot. And then the last dozen or so, I decided the other day, I came back from the National, I looked at them and I'm like, you know what? I think much as I've enjoyed my journey with sketch cards, I think it might be over.
I wondered how you
I'm getting more
decided.
joy from other elements.
All
Was that
right,
so?
yes. I said I wonder how you decided. Like it just seemed.
Yeah, well, it's partly that. It's partly, I could, I mean, you could always use money for other things. But it's partly that, and it's partly, why am I so big on your screen? Did you show off any NSCC sketch post? No, because I didn't have time to to do that as well as the other stuff. So, but yeah, Scott Barnett AP is that picture won't do it any justice whatsoever, which is why I've got it at 400. It's ridiculously good, and 400 for a full color AP,
Yeah, these are
oversized AP
large.
from Rittenhouse. That's a steal, quite frankly. So yeah, Scott's a good guy as well. That's a Patricia Ross AP. I got that done. It's one of the few APs I got done directly with the artist actually, because the other one had been pre-done. I've got a really cool GIF of that before and after inks
Oh,
that I
really?
made back in the day. Yeah. What else? What else you got? Stephen Miller. Now,
I really
yeah,
like
it's
this one.
probably a little bit cheeky on the price, but it's such a good concept.
Yeah.
It's really finely executed because Stephen Miller does that really fine pen ink work. It's kind of very Japanese style, which is why he signs his signature in that way. I just love the perspective on that. It's such a well realized set card, and the execution of it. So it's Butch Mapper, such a good card, and that's our masterpieces 07 stock as well. Again,
Yeah.
the detail and the perspective on that, it really sort of sets the scene and tells a story. I think the next one is an absolute banger. Yeah, there it is. Joe Picar. That's color pencils, I believe. And again, the perspective, not to mention she's looking rather robust in that picture. I won a bidding war on that one back in the day. I think I'm actually selling it for less than I bought it for.
Oh, really?
Which was back in like 2011, 2012. Yeah. But it's such a good sketch. I mean, they all are. They're all really good for different reasons. But you can see why I kept these. They're so kind of dynamic compared to the static
Mhm.
kind of just look at me, I'm gorgeous kind of
Yeah, they're not. They're less
um,
pin-uppy.
sketches. Yeah, they're less pin-uppy, but they're just really well executed. That Marcia Dye AP is just stunning. I love the fact that she's got two really strong images of Black Cat into one regular size sketch card. It's yes, I love that. That's really good. Rio Owens, Again, I love the perspective. I really like the character. I love the hair. That one was on the side of the Spider-Man Archives box.
Oh, was it really? That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's one of the ones that was. So yeah, it's quite nice to have one of the ones that was actually in the promo materials for the set. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I love
I
it.
like this
It's a
one
good
because
sketch.
I feel like a lot of hers are just like up close of faces.
Yeah. Well, there's one later in the post that's her as well. Stephen Miller. I mean, to get a color sketch of that quality from Masterpieces 0708, that's why it's up there. They're quite sought after, those ones.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely nailed it there.
This one.
Al Milgram. I was on the fence about this one.
Yeah, this
Because of
one.
course he's one of the co-creators of Black Cat. So I remember I think that's about what I paid for it, actually. I remember someone pulled it and I messaged them and I said, please, can I buy that? It was one of the last sketches I bought, actually, when I was still buying them.
That's such a good one.
I know. Yeah, I might still keep it. No one's claimed it yet. I might still keep it. But the thing is, if I have more than one,
to claim it so I stop thinking about it.
Yeah, if I have more than one, I have a collection. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if I just keep the oak, it's another Miller. That's more pin-uppy and more busty, but I still think it's good. It's a strong one. Another Miller. That's very pin-uppy. But yeah, they're nice. It always looks to me like she's standing on the page of a notebook, with the circular thing going down. And once I say that, you won't unsee it.
No, it looks like a window.
No, it looks like a spiral-bound notebook edge. And she's painted on one of the pages, possibly. I don't know. It could well be a window. I'm not sure. It probably is a window. Let's face it.
I love this one.
Tex.
So good.
I'm amazed that one's so these ones with a different color post-it note. These have been on eBay for a while now, and they've been on eBay for more. And I've sent people best offers on them, like seller offers. And this one, I'm amazed no one snapped up. I'm frankly flabbergasted that no one's picked up. Tex Era doing like color sketches.
Yeah.
In pack inserted, and he numbered them as he went as well. Look.
Mm-hmm.
So not all of them are Black Cat, obviously. I think he did a run in the 120s that were Black Cat. I think he did about 6 or 7 of them. I used to have 3 of them. But yeah, it's so good. Next.
Marvel Gems.
PJ. Yeah, Marvel Gems is such nice sketch stock. So all that stuff around the outside is gold foil.
It especially fits with her, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's a banging sketch. And they're slightly thicker as well, those ones. What's next?
Another Miller?
Again, Stephen Miller. I really like the perspective on it. It's just... He's just so inventive for what he did. I mean, he churned out hundreds and hundreds of cards per set.
Yeah, he was really he was on like every set for a minute.
Yeah. He was up there. And when the Rittenhouse website still had all the numbers of the sketch cards the artist did for the early sets, he was in the 300 to 400s easily. So yeah.
And they weren't like he didn't like get lazy on any of them.
No, he didn't phone it in at all. But I like the fact that he managed to keep it fresh with her, which is why I've got quite a few of his. Because I was buying them. I commissioned him for an AP, which I've subsequently traded, I think. But yeah, I just like the fact that he does different stuff.
Yeah.
That's Elaine Perner. She didn't do many pack inserted. But yeah, that's Elaine Perner.
Yeah,
Tony's, she, who I was sitting having lunch with not long ago. So this is an oversized, it's oil paint, oversized AP by Portraits and High, Jack Portraits and High, and it's phenomenal. 1 of 3. I won a bidding war on 2 of them. The other one went to a collector called Brad Hotz, who subsequently resold his. And and I'd stopped collecting at that point. Otherwise, I'd have bought it straight off him because I was hounding him for years about it. He finally decided to sell it, and I'd stopped collecting sketches, so I never won it. So that was a nice one. The next one, however, is just chef's kiss.
All right, are you guys ready? Ta-da! Yeah.
This is just astonishing. The vibrancy of it as well when you see the colours and because of the type of medium they've used for it. So that one,
And it's on
that one I've also
Spider-Man
got.
stock. Oh.
Yeah, Spider-Man Archives oversized AP stock. It's just phenomenal. I genuinely I think I've priced these right. And I'm open to offers on these, but they are up there. And when you see the price that people are paying for some of the Marvel Mint sketches that are good, but not, they're not being funny. They're not this.
Right.
And people are paying double that price for some Marvel Mint stuff. So there's another reownings. I like that. I like the action of it.
Yeah.
I like the perspective of it. Yeah, it's cool. I had a few of hers. That one, it's a lower end. Well, that one's sold actually. Someone snapped that up straight away. Yep, that one's gone. Let's get us heading off to Texas next week. That's portraits with another artist. So it's one of the two that did those big APs we just saw. Who's he with there? I can't remember the name now. Anyway, that's another jam card with two artists. That one's. I think that's good value. That one. It's nice.
Yeah, I think so too.
$75. Yeah, that's a Frame Brothers AP. I'm surprised that one's still there. I think it's a really nice old school shot of Black Cat.
I like her. I like her on Spider-Man stock too.
Yeah. So that's nice. Homecoming stock. That's the Beast.
Yeah.
I only included one photo of this on this listing. I think people genuinely don't know much about these, but for Marvel Universe they did. I think it was either 9 or 18 cases. This is Jim Kyle did, and those are 3 different sketches that he's drawn identical, and he did it for multiple characters, and they come framed like that. So one is pencils, one is inked, and one is full coloured. We'll go back to the Milgram, don't you worry. And yeah, they're framed like that. That's how you get them. It's still in the original bag that it came in as well. And they're just beautiful. And I don't know how many he did, maybe 30 or 40 of them.
I don't know, but if anybody wants a Jim Kyle, this is the way to go, because I have heard
this is beautiful.
He's terrible to work with.
He is, but his work is astonishing. But yeah, I don't think he's got a good rep, unfortunately. I've not had personal experience of it because I've never engaged with him, but I think he's gone off the boil, shall we say?
Yeah.
But regardless of the artist, separating the art from the artist,
this is
sometimes need to do. It's phenomenal, and I'm amazed that hasn't gone, quite frankly, because they are selling on eBay. I might have to list it on eBay US because I think visibility is killing me listing on eBay UK.
Oh, okay.
I get American people buying stuff, but I don't think it shows up as much. But anyway, anything that doesn't sell from here, I'm going to send it to ComC, because if I want the most visibility, that's where I'm putting it. But it will cost more on ComC. So
that's fair, yeah.
You can either get them now or you can get them on ComC. But it won't be 600 on ComC. And that randomly was from that box of Marvel Beginnings 2.2 that I broke with Pankit. It's a rich
nice, like nice classic Storm.
Yeah, I thought, I comped that. I looked at it and it's like 70s bang, kind of in the middle of the range from his beginning sketches. But I'm open to offers on it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Manu wants to look at the Milgram again. So if you go this way, it's any minute now.
I love it. I love it. This one so much. I mean, I've seen. So he's still doing sketches, but this is the nice.
I wouldn't say they're up there. No, this was one of the strongest ones from the. I mean, this is recent as well. This is annual 22-23, I think, or 2021. It might be 2021.
He's done 2 with Bullseye that I've had my eye on, and they are not nearly as nice.
He's nailed it. He's nailed it on this one, and I think because, and this is why I'm still on the fence with it. If one of the others goes, then I might not need to,
This
service
one
one as
might
much.
come back.
It might come back because it's Milgram.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want an old school look, it's Milgram you got to go for because he was the guy doing it in the 70s and 80s. But he was on that book. I think he
Yeah.
was. I want to say he was Inca. I think he was Inca on that book. So he's not listed as a co-creator, but he, which I think is frankly a travesty. But at the end of the day, the guy did pencils. I think it's Keith Pollard. I want to say did pencils. He's listed as a co-creator, and of course it's Marv Wolfman, who was the writer. So, so they're the guys that are listed as the co-creators. But because he did inks over someone else's concepts and pencils, that's why he's not listed as a co-creator. But he was on that Amazing Spider-Man 194. He's there. So yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm talking myself out of it now.
Well, like you said, we'll see. If one of the other biggies moves, then
if one of the other biggies moves, then it might come off the chopping block. But I only put them up for sale yesterday, so I will give them one go on eBay. The others are all on eBay, but I will give them keep it or price it high. Yeah, that's fair, man. To be honest with you, even if I did sell it, there's not much wiggle room on that 275. So it is what it is. Anyway, there we go, Amanda. Amanda, have you resumed your whatnot schedule?
Hopefully this Monday. There's just been so much going on, so I'm hoping that I'll get through everything I need to get through this weekend. I don't know if anyone is going to New York Comic-Con in October, but eBay is going to be giving away collector's packs that have graded cards inside, and I have been asked to curate those cards for them, and it is taking me a little bit longer because I have to make sure that it's cards that anybody would be excited to get, so I have to keep it a little bit casual, so it's going to be like a lot of Spider-Mans, Venoms, Wolverines, that kind of thing.
Accessible,
and I need to make sure that they're going to grade well, so it's whenever I'm reviewing cards for somebody else, it's so much more stressful. So I just want to really I'll probably end up spending time on that this weekend. And the West Coast Card Show is here in Anaheim, and I need to pop over there tomorrow and at least walk the floor once. So hopefully that's all settled, and Monday morning I will be back on Whatnot.
Fingers crossed. Or you might need just lying on the sofa, just staring at Netflix.
Yeah.
After all that, because we all need that, don't we?
Yeah, but I did. I do have. Let's see if I can. If you'll be able to see it here, but I am working with. I'm curating these for somebody else, and then I am myself working with a repack company, and I have these cute new repacks that are Whatnot exclusive. They're a little bit shiny, so I don't know if you can see that.
That is nice.
We've got my little Whatnot exclusive down there. So I will have those on Monday, so I'm excited to see how those go. And then I have I have the sample for the packs I will have at LA Comic-Con.
Nice.
Which turned out really nice. So I have to send them the cards that are going to go in these. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. Wow. Anytime I see a comment from Carlos, I'm like, oh, what
now? Wonderful. Well, I don't have anything that exciting coming up, to be fair. I've got a missing package of cards.
Oh, that's right.
Where that is in the UK. And yes, we'll talk about that when we finish, actually.
Okay.
And what else I'm looking for? I'm very much looking forward to The Boys, which dropped this week. The Boys season 1 and 2 from Upper Deck. It's got the most incredible in-joke in it, but I'm not going to talk about it now.
I know I've seen everyone talking about I don't watch that show, but I know everyone's been raving about the signers list for that.
They've got everyone who was in series 1 and 2, including Carl Urban. So
we'll have to see if we can. I know Billy was telling a story about somebody there was some story about how they got somebody to sign. We'll have to see if we can get him on.
It's Carl Urban. Yeah. They literally, I mean, for various reasons, they couldn't get him. And then it was kind of like he was finishing, because they've just finished filming the final season. Season 5 is the final. And so I think someone flew up there with the cards. They got the deal done
Yeah.
and got them all signed on card.
Yeah. So he's hard signed.
But but the rest
He's
of them
written
are
sign stickers.
sticker. But yeah, that's right. That's the story. Anyway, and Billy, I'm sure there's more to it than that and more drama. So we've probably just buried the punchline. But yeah, no, they look really good. So hopefully we'll have some of those to open soon. But I'm really looking forward to Foundation seasons 1 and 2 from
I thought you
Rittenhouse,
were going to say James
which is just
Bond.
dropped. Well, I am, but there's lots going on. But Foundation series 1 and 2, I'm probably more excited about because
Okay.
Well, let's face it, No Time to Die from Upper Deck is obviously it's a little bit after the film, got at least 3 years after the film. So, but because Black Diamond came out first, it's kind of like it's been we've already had a taste of No Time to Die on cards.
Oh, okay.
So I am excited about it, but the print run's massive. But Foundation isn't. It's 200 cases. It's a super short print run for Rittenhouse.
Oh, wow.
And I've got 2 boxes, and I had a tiny bit left out of my spending money from America in my dollars account, and it was just enough to get 2 binders. 2 boxes and 1 binder from Ed Webb of Sci-Fi Cards. So they're on the way to me now. It just looks really good. I've been watching a break on Pop Culture Group, and actually I've bought into my first ever break.
Oh, wow.
On the Pop Culture Group. Yeah, there was a $120 spot, and they're going to open another case. And it's like a snake draft thing, which I had to ask them to explain. I still don't really get it. But anyway, I just know that I'm going to get, at some point, I'm going to get to choose from a range of stuff, and then I'm going to get to choose again. That's all I know.
That's a really nice summation.
Yeah, but basically, because I think there's only 9 or 10 spots, so it's not too bad. It's a case, and there are about 6 hits per box, autos and relics. So there's going to be something, there's going to be something. But I don't know what order. It's going to be randomized. And I've got number 7, so I could be first, I could be last. Who knows? Just tell me when it's done. Tell me what I've got to pick. I'll pick it. So yeah, but I don't know if that's going to happen before or after my boxes arrive. My boxes are going to Donnie, and then he's going to mail them to me. So it's going to be a couple of weeks before I get them. So yeah. But I will be talking about that a lot. Foundation season 3 is streaming now on Apple TV. I think they're up to episode 6 or 7. Has yet to be renewed for season 4. It costs them a shit ton of money, and you'll see why when you watch it. It's ridiculous. It's worth a go. I mean, The Boys is on Amazon Prime. It's based on the Garth Ennis comic. I don't know if it's going to be your humor, Amanda, because it is pretty out there.
It's like, wow, men act even worse when you give them superpowers. I don't need to watch that.
Women as well. Oh no, it's pretty balanced on that front. Trust me, on that. But yeah, it's worth watching for Anthony Starr as Homelander. It really is. He's so good in that role. And Carl Urban swearing a lot in an English accent. It's like looking in the mirror.
I was gonna say,
if only I looked in the mirror.
I have places I can go for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't like
hockey starting. I'm gonna be busy.
Oh well, there you go. You're gonna have plenty of time. But anyway, The Boys is just like you're watching it and you're like, oh my god, they did that. So yeah. Anyway, right, we better go because even Manny's signing off, and that's when you know you're late. We've been going 2.5 hours. Fuck.
Manny probably has like another social engagement. I feel like he's just constantly busy.
Yeah.
He's scampering off right now to ruin CGC's life.
His Uber's here. His Uber's here. Yeah, he's off. His Uber's here. He's off out. He's off out to party with Todd McFarlane.
Oh, poker time. Okay, well, good luck.
Poker time. Oh, wow. Okay. Manu, hit me up if you want the Milgram. Before I change my mind. Right, there we go. All right. That's it, really.
All right,
Don't
so
think I've got
what are
anything else to
we
say.
we don't have Tuesdays anymore. I really enjoyed Tuesdays.
We don't have Tuesdays anymore. We don't have Tuesdays anymore. We'll always
I
have
am
Tuesdays.
but I am starting this Wednesday, I do have a Wednesday thing. So Wednesday afternoons I'm going to be doing, we're calling it Set in Focus. And Keith Boyle and I are going to just go over a set. We're just going to highlight a set, go over it top to bottom, look at some cards. Just, because everyone's kind of looking a little bit backwards right now. Because, tops for some people is hard to get. Everyone's kind of just exploring different sets. So every Wednesday, we're going to look at a different set.
There's hard to get, and then there's not even trying to get. So I think there's a fair bit of that for people as well. It's it's really not engaging with a lot of people. So yeah,
I think there just hasn't been anything. I do like the Gambit cards that everyone's excited about, but beyond that, like I haven't really seen anything like design wise that's incredibly creative yet. That's really made me think like, oh, okay.
No, I've got plenty to keep me busy. I'm not
right.
I'm
So
not
that's why
even
we're kind of
remotely
like,
interested.
let's look at some written out stuff. We'll look at some upper deck stuff. And... So it'll be fun.
Excuse me. Right, I need to go and get some more intravenous coffee in these veins of mine, in these pasty English veins.
All right. Well, thanks for going over all of that stuff. You did all the heavy lifting this episode.
That's all right. Get card cam up and running next time. I want to see some stuff.
All right. I'll be
meantime,
ready and organized.
I'll always love you, Helen.
All right. It's time to die.
It is. Did Gus go?